5. And of course, Unyame Eguso Israel. We are Obiano Yanasi, in say Julian Padaroma, oh yeah, and that India Sante region, as usual, it do mean that see an anchor a year and a dozen, but because Nam say about him a free munti and they a year ho. Yami had watch now. Ekra Ghana yina near Santimai a jam. Now Makunadu. Now could the form. Yina no. Free Jada Kodi and Yagro Kura Krumha. Yina Tuntum Konkwa Eddie Jam about him.
Ezra 94.1
FM. Wow, Shabby, I'll hear free piano.
Facebook Ezra Radio.
Facebook Ezra Radio. TikTok, YouTube, also Koha, also Ebeka, all social media handles, the X, everywhere. We are there. And I pay a transit. Where do you know? A Ghana to say me ding, Edison Mike, and of course, on behalf of the legend, Reverend Abakofi Asante, the entire team Ninano, and I pay a crowd was here. Now, yet to me as someone. Come on, now, no pay. But, and I pay, believe in yourself, even if no one believes in you. I say, Otia say, Abrabonum. So, why want you when ya? Wouldn't be cool him. And right, shall say no, this uncommon. It will be also one now, you who disobeyed me. Now, me catcher was a catcher of crass and me cry a bit me ye. Catcher of crass a bit ye. Now, crying into Mr. Bessin ye, and then you and a come, and you and Musa Bessin ye. Said the way piano, who bit me a coin him. And a pay me say, believe in yourself if no one believes in you. More share TV, bra Facebook Ezra Radio. Maybe show a video be actually a footballer for unknown reason. Ne coach ehunu say wanya de e akokansi mu. Do ko ma wanya de entimi ma mo match ni bi. Yeah, no, yeah,
94.1
game no
Ezra FM.
That's all bobo no
Ezra 94.1
and I brought the
FM.
coach bono. Say one person about penalty no. In fact, MCR show me the videos. Yeah. Then I make her say, Opa papa, and you're the president of this country. Now I point to us a blaster coach. So why you want to miss over here? Even when the influence is there, you can't do it. But if you believe in yourself, you can do it. And you put in much effort. Trust me. Cannot resist you from reaching that high. The gentleman on the field that day,
Ezra 94.1
yeah, Afina coach who said
Ezra
I was watching the
94.1
players
FM.
need Dan say on what done be so muntimi ye. Believe in yourself. You who say me metimi aye. Me metimi aye. Metimi a successful businessman. Even though me master who say me nima de permit me mpama de ye but me jimutum say metimi aye. Put in much effort. Believe in yourself and you can make it. Once again, a very good morning. Meeting Edison Mike and of course, you know, Ghana to say. And pay now, yedin come over a week. His Excellency the President, Ghana Penny, the media encounter. Nesan Trefu Shia, Din Komo, or my Ghana, said your mind city, mine bobre, my summary of Obae, the Waikakra, my quine, my Yenuanum, Santrefua, Minya Quenya Koakubusan and some. In fact, right after I said my penny, Ekasavino. It has been a mixed reaction. It's been a mixed reaction from someone and Penny can hear the response by based on the questions in Semusa, some careful Ebusa. I've seen Minia Penny Manasi Azuri or no and also the response of the Amon Penny say or you're disappointed in the response of Penny at the Ebaye. Erastus, sorry, don't call.
Ezra
On the issue of the fight against illegal
94.1
miners, seen on also the post. A bit disappointed in the president
Ezra
of the republic.
94.1 FM.
On also Nidia or the buyer. yam so yatena ha the legend yina akaya de feel a bit disappointed in some of the issues and I pay maybe no di mienu pe ho nkomo mienu pe ho nkomo the first one on penny kan ya me pese MCR is ready ya the ho nkomo and the issue of rent over the years or months betena ha ya kan say Ghana enye fosa Ghana ni be ya adwuma betua ne kabosome ba so han dan mfie mienu a ontimi nsebu sika mfie mienu nsan fantua dan ka because ne Ghana do bi o ya adwuma na katua e wo soro uba private work government sector kra no a you will not get more than 40% of workers am ya adwuma omoje more than 3,000 bosome there be unya 40% omoje more than 3,000 and na single room crab enya agro na mama minim so fa mo the question ne ka ho a omampani obi busa no say e dai boy den e o man mu na e be ne den ye be ye ne den e be say tie omampani kan ye on a dan omampani Ghana omampani the response to a dan ne boy den no
Ezra
you kan ye
94.1
Ezra FM.
The microphone to ask it. The biggest expenditure in any Ghanaian's budget is rent. And even though we have laws, enforcing them has been difficult. The rent law says that a landlord cannot charge more than 6 months. But the problem in enforcing the law is the connivance of the tenant and the landlord. The tenant won't come and report that they are charging him 1 year's rent advance because he wants the room. And so that has been the problem. And the problem is because our population is growing beyond our housing capacity. So the competition for accommodation and housing is very strong. And that is why we must expand our housing coverage. And I remember in our manifesto, we have a pledge to expand housing. And in the next budget, we're going to make provision for that. I've already had a discussion with some of the associations, the organized labor associations. Some of them have funds that are sitting in their accounts. And they have members who want houses. So what I've said is government will match their funds. And so if they give 1 billion cedis, we will give 1 billion cedis. And then one of the banks, Republic Bank, has said that they are willing to also match with 1 billion cedis. So if we get a 3 billion cedi fund, we can start building houses in all the districts. And as people pay their down payments, it will go back into the fund and it will become a revolving fund. And governments can give it to people. I said if you have like about 15 to 20 years before retirement, you can take a house and we'll be deducting from your salary monthly so that by the time your retirement time is up, you have your own accommodation to go to. And as we take those deductions, they will go back into the fund. So it becomes like a revolving.
Right, and see, where you Ghana man penny in response our day a buy. Ghana near with him and paying. Meaning, say, you want penny can you know if it solves your problem, or if you think, say, a best solve the problem, the challenge that you come with. On penny, so the labor unions, talk about Arabia, NAT, NAGRAT, the Ghana Health Association, the nurses and midwives, or whatever. Ebe kan bum tie bia sika mi kire sa na tie ase yi oh e bia se sika be 100 Ghana cedis a omo de beto aban no so de bi beka ho ye de besi dan no na fa adwumafo no tua na krakra na ye tema krakra na when pani kwa ase I respond to the question we say eya na nye omo awo yen Ghana fo no ye se me yen ha dan fie mianu we say ye busumi si abro so a. And so Ghana ni pay dan ntinu akotu ya bosumi mfie mienu ono so ba meka nkyere rent control for no enti na de ehunu no na ehunu
Ezra 94.1
obampani asolve problem na dia ananse the response no de ma ye no
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Ghana ni ya Ghana ni mimi Ghana ni no ya Ghana ni ya transfer me and I post me the Abba Kumase. Me my Jumo Kumase. I've been posted by the government in my real school. Me a nurse, me my Juma Ewo Sewa Government Hospital. Me ban me pedai. O man one went to me and from na sifu man kasa ya mra e rent control a. E kire se won't me mfa wo dan more than 6 months. Enti o man went me mfa mra nsi ho. On pani se ye ya me report to de a e be ye den. Ah. Say ya no, yanya willing say be report because he here die no. Enti no the solution be difficult. Until said then the associations labor unions for no ebetimi asisi adan affordable one you betuatu akane atremu no o ya adwumani a you will still have to go through that stress, you will still have to suffer. 32 years after entering into democratic dispensation say ya se ka be bamuo ya de be ya adwuma mfie duasam yenu nie yentimi boasting of affordable housing for Ghana Jumanfo. The whole period of NDC abai ebedi akodwa nyina no sagle me.
Ezra 94.1.
Sagle me if I'm right. Collins Damo eno kwaba na da ba ye hu sem basa koba ebewi akire the new attorney general ba o so asam no kwa no metwam sagle me. Mampanda da kofo baaye no be say affordable house na se e wo asokore mampon ha. Asokore mampon ha ya santere asokore mampon. And na uduru ho a I'm saying this in authority. Half of the asokore mampon affordable housing project no amanfo ato e de ya guest house hotel. Me nu free UK baaye. E ho na kokko han ma no. Asokore mampon oba bi ho na kokko da. UK oba ho kokko da ya so mampon and nay individual to e dey guest house hotel affordable housing. Ghanaians are struggling e dey sa Ghana ni e be ya adwuma no betumi ga matisimi mo wura mi diska ni bi ato wa sa ko tua me dan ka the next 2 years one penny se mra na 6 months dey by antimi ama me kan kire yan ko report dey a e be ya den nti aye den so ampa. Oman na semra oman no want me for message gu akwam over 65 years of independence ye ntimi fa nema mu akwam hwe se emra na ya se no ye mana ya adwuma. The only thing the president will tell us say ye ntimi me report because he here die no.
Ezra 94.1
Ezra FM Adumuswo.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
So that is that. I was expecting to say, be a Ghana Penimaka, say a free necro. We are going to strengthen the rent control. And now, by Shanty rent control office, who do our rebel. And most of the rent control officers, no crown, any landlords, no so I one, because no Nakatian, maybe or take around yet, we need him or no more boot tenant, Fatu Sa, Kuruma. Expecting no man Penimaka from that day now, may press encounter, media encounter, no. Yakwasem, no Mukina. Obi a we land on the bet say who go beyond the wasa we no. And I say OJ. Or we are going to meet the landlords. They no madin komo omonye Ghana for kakra. One penny say won't me report it. In the labor unions no sisi on dan wie. Na the growing population na yekom number e do so o man mu no. Nyame ya adom na ekoso adoso a. Do do say na betime nya that opportunity no. I'm so be a we are not solving problems of the country. We always put blames. We are apportioning blames. Even the president himself, Krano, or apportion blame. The president of the republic, instead of him to act, he's apportioning blames to your Ghana for saying to me report my rent control for. That is why we are facing the challenge we are facing. Ever on tour. Last week,
Ezra 94.1.
we did come over on Sewa Ashanti Regional Government Hospital.
94.1 FM.
Now, Regional Minister alcohol say a hono a wafu and a banana and a buy no abandon the projects no I said it here that the regional minister must act as a regional minister. Last week, I showed the videos. Let me see, I made videos now last week. Videos. A whole fupa. Me say a man was say. If Muslim watch one cause so that propaganda star no, I was expecting the regional minister to go there or to ensure say one need that this assembly no be can no matter the whole project na one a project. In fact, I was called on Wednesday from the office. I was say Mike, and then yami adomo a ye be ko ho na akodo ho. Enti de na aka me nda na yate. Em na so mate. Ampani ampa enopai as I speak with you, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amakwehne, and na pamfo. Eko the Sewa Regional Hospital, Ashanti Region. Ama omo kwakodo ho. Is na me hu say it was highly wrong. Say Emeka say you could try be kira me hu say ehwafu bosomi nwotwe after handing over to the NDC government. Inti eyepa I was assured on Wednesday.
94.1.
So ma hakodo. And I no pay information na reporters or here picking say
Ezra 94.1
hospital ho a omo edo ho. Inti eye e kan say ya na mo de adwuma na ye can say mo fanya adwuma or nye bia na social media just to when we there be do the right thing. The right thing is a project no momodia na monye my enti mo share last week what we spoke about that hospital no Asante Regional Hospital me no kasa no pay benifo ekwo ho a mo akodo ho o say okoda military a wa feria me no kunkom akoho akodo ho nyina akwa clean up esa to ho nyina because he was handed over the project on try money mfu na ametwa mfu ni fa mekere. So regional minister said okay well I did that but me kwa akodo ho nti anopai omo ha omo edo afi nem komono organized labor on the 10th of October last year and Ghana juma fonka bo mko nyina e call strike na almost omo kan nyina no ene se oman no yensuwa yen kwaye bretuo asɛn enti ebeye din se on betu ahwan as organized labor na ye ma ye wo mo ebi nsa omo nsa tean ebi dia miensa
Ezra
94.1 issues of
Ezra
health cancer
94.1 FM.
any other day all because of the cyanide any niema ye de illegal mine ko wia kogu nsuo mu ye nsa ase kwabre brentuo nso no ye sɛ no ye twa kokogu etu galamsey ye forest ni anu ya sɛ no enti dwumafo nka mko Ghana in October 10th last year it declared a nationwide strike. I'm sure I'm going to pay and the sound is correct. I'm going to
our strike remain unchanged. I want to repeat. The strike notice remains unchanged. We have the view that what the government has proposed to do does not adequately address our demands.
Sure.
And therefore, our notice of strike remains unchanged. Thank you.
Labor come on die nyina ne say omanpani eno mkosia last year October. That time was
94.1.
Was that
Ezra 94.1
and near ma
FM.
omanpani die gu akwam that time no na emwa fight illegal mining. And am sunti no omo nkwa adwuma ombeko strike omo nya adwuma Fi say omu hu say Ghana man pen na akofo ado na ni abre say oba fight illegal mining. We ya Sam George be kan de kuja tabla kwa be kan de Haruna Dusu be kan de obia including yen central for me kan me de e wa ha ya. Say I agree perfectly with organized labor. The government Akufo-Addo is serious in fighting illegal mining. You can ha. MCA, Mama me. Foucault, Dr. Foucault, wabra labor unions for a declare strike ya can ha. Na ye ni anum santra for MPP for bi, santra for bi wo krom ha. Di atem say ye NDC adwuma. Omukusuwa omuku declare strike no ano ena ye nya organized labor branch for bi omo KSTU NPP aparatikis for bi Dr. Solomon Foucault mo lecturers bi onie o MPP ni papa we yentie no de ono so be kan
The concern now is what the labor, is it organized labor or disorganized labor? The major concern now is what the labor, is it organized labor or disorganized labor is talking about, and that is the major issue now. They have decided to declare a strike on the 10th of this particular month, that is October. We don't have a problem about that. They can declare the strike. But our concern as a member of that particular organization or institution is that we were not involved. We are not aware anything at all that they did. I am from TUTAG, and others are from other campuses, being it UTAG, being it other professional bodies. We were not consulted, and we have not been involved in any activity that they have been. But I want them to come back to us, come and judge with us, for all of us to have our views so far as this is concerned. Because anytime we want to declare strike, other than national executives will take it up and bring it down to the local unions, so that the local unions will also come down with the members for us to discuss and vote on it. But this time around, it's just top approach. And you don't know why. We don't want to believe in what we are hearing, that some of them are taking whatever they say they are taking. We don't want to believe in those things. But for this action that they are taking, it's a unilateral action, and some of us are against it in no uncertain terms. The major concern now is what?
Right. Enti we Dr. Solomon Foucault. I say strike no panifo no man trans ya nyunu hu. That time. And even if Krano are much say as an organized labor panifo no bi kwa kwaji bibi. Enti wuntimi kwaji bibi nse obotom and portray as a politician. Emeye NDC adwuma. Emomo no organized labor for nyi wuntum say yanko strike because inso na ni asai. Galamse no say o man no. It is not true. And then I was almost a pa no. Debbie. And you're striking here. And now declaring the state of emergency no any here. Wait, lecturers, no kwa omodoso. Asante region and I'm here this press conference. We are Thomas Musa. On na not general secretary. Almost by so Ghana nkoye and tiye kra. Say I'm shani and declare strike no. I'm sure you are not the best yet. Enti yemo modern na you declare strike no. Na the others be Canada there and tesa. I'm sure if you have Thomas Musa. I was me de o ko bibi kakra. Say ye wo Ghana. Na ye pesa Ghana na ye Ghana. Yetimi ko yanim. Na o sha asa wo kasa na wo bia wano a sasam na wo kan sa binyansa wom ebo a oman no ebo ekuro no na ebi ma je wasi bone because ye believe say OKATAKYIE ya banti
Ezra 94.1
ina ne ha dan ye this new ni na ne ha dan ina to petru
Ezra
it doesn't matter political party
94.1 FM.
So ofankon sanwam ekwan enya uduru so ayemfa ndisi fo mfa wiem yina ya dam fom ne ekro traffic ni si yina na ache yen ba za Ghana ni kan na Ghana ni na adwene say ase wa wo ka no one of the old time nipa na we can some net no. So we don't tackle the issues, we tackle personalities. As some nipa na can last week, and I applaud regional coordinating can my friend last week. I'm say yes, you said they say young kodo ho na here. And now they are there. Omo do say wa. I'm penny responding to the state of emergency. Time NDC wa bemu. Almost every NDC commentator, everybody bianwa or kasa wa NDC mu biano. I can say omanu nyina yi. They support the labor unions, the organized labor. Yen declare state of emergency. Now, when the question was posed to the President of the Republic, from October last year, January 7th, na Akufo-Addo ntimi solve the fight against illegal mining. Even though say organized labor for a suspended strike in there, but not ntimi and solve that issue. It is still no Galamsey na ho. So Akufo-Addo hand over a porous system one. Na ewa Ghana say if I take Galamsey no. Na enye ntodema odi hand over ma nana nana hand over e de ama John Mahama no. Na Galamsey koso pa Ghana.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
But today I can confidently tell you say na Galamsey koso Akufo-Addo time no. Na ye rate no 80%. We are now almost 95%. The deplorable states of our forest, river bodies. And they made me with 95%. And the Christian Council, Thomas Musa and Nkrofo. Now you hear Dr. Foucault and Nkrofo can say, is I say, when Mahama won't declare state of emergency. And I'm here, you see. Intellectual dishonesty. And they had to do some money, some George Moana Omoka. So, a bind on your serious government. Every serious government would have declared a state of emergency, no. And they, Omina Miomano. Yento Mampeni. It was a declare. And as you can say declare. Yentino.
In the Galamsey fight, because we've not exhausted the powers we even have without a state of emergency. We have the opportunity to arrest anybody, to confiscate any such thing. There are laws for forest protection and all that give us enough powers to be able to act. Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort. So for now, let's exercise all the powers we have. And if it becomes necessary for a state of emergency, then we'll look at it. It means we have to go to Parliament. The President can't just declare a state of emergency without, going to Parliament, because there's a limit to how long you can maintain that state of emergency. And so I believe that we still have leverage to continue to fight Galamsey without necessarily implementing a state of emergency. It means that we have to delineate the areas where the state of emergency is operational. And if you look at the area where Galamsey is taking place, it covers several districts of our country. And so we would do it if it becomes necessary. But for now, I think that we've given the security services enough powers to be able to deal with people who are found to be involved in Galamsey.
Nti ampani say o say niam was di gu akwa mu egusu adi gu akwa mu ye nya nuru ho so we say the aduru there agensemoa to the stand say e was say you fight illegal mine no in that stance say you declare state of emergency, because when the state of emergency is declared, se babo so me frɛ ho no pay mu ye Galamsey o ho ya bo so me frɛ ho no pay mo ye Galamsey e wo ho no pay ya
Ezra 94.1.
Ya baman kran so ya besni twam e de kwa oboase
94.1 FM.
ye ko drobon so ye twam ko safi wuramu ko pie wo eastern region besni twam de ko central wuramu ko pie nzema the peaceful land of Kwame Nkrumah elembele nkrofo awana Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nkrofo senior high school under Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo na Bonzo K na ye DC secondary school nkrofo agrek secondary school nachi ni etu galamsey aga Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo uko wasakropon senior high school under John Mahama nachi yetu galamsey wasakropon secondary school echi yetu galamsey uko diaso so no ye central na diaso district assembly echi yetu galamsey tu judicial assembly say ya o do say group no hwe say ya abo say yetu galamsey no say ya tu gala o sa district assembly echi e wo diaso enti mentiase o time no ana labor union for no case any state of emergency no the organized labor na that time no na ebia na enuru sana mo kasa na
94.1
Ezra FM.
just to make the government of the day unpopular na.
Ezra 94.1
Do we now have
FM.
seen changes, drastic change? Say so no near forest near said be one now. It seems all of us are quiet. Bia nka ho asem bio. Because can be ni kwambede. Ti yanka. Bia ye di okrum ha. Mano ɔden pa me nua bi no mano ɔden pa okrom ha. But you see, we are not fighting against the government. They make nkanti aban yo. Me ni aban ni ntokwa wo. Me no man na want to because enchirima will suffer. Wo wa nguntam a you will suffer. A time will come be out na wo wa makwan a wo de asase na ma illegal mine na a wo hene wo de wonum so waje wo kakrawa no. A time will come and so ho ba de wonya nso nom. You have to import water into this country. That time you play this voice. You can so be tifeni bo fu. And then also kasa ban no ntimi fight illegal mining. They oye unhui. They na oye. They na ban ye in Ashanti region. Obi aye ne de. Na no da na Isham ka say IDP team e ba ye Ashanti region. Ebe boy fight illegal mining no. Omo kra na be say ade na omo ana omo ye na Ashanti region ha no. Na omo ye ni ye. Yewa allegations against national security coordinators from Ashanti region.
Ezra FM.
Any NDC for Ashanti region allegations against you.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Some dig galanya agro. Ye kwa site obi o. Ye wura busu okotie nkrofo ano. Obi a ye do pe okromo, obi a ye do pe. I don't see some of the communities will say, well, if that is the case, you see be the idea. And the DSC one patuum, the DSC of baby to chrome and then I didn't know. The fact of the matter is that Sabanu to mean to us here. Now ye crana yen say no. So also be higher there. Now more say forest, Kura forest, Muma soldier for bomb by crown move too. Say forest no. Na ye asase ayen fancy forest. And you say be 2 year there. Enra, the regional minister Frank Amakohene Eko Mpatuum. After that deadly clash, I call so Mpatuum between the residents of Mpatuum, Amansia South, and Afri so Yenuanoma, Omoye Soja for any Asanko mines. You can say one assembly member there, Wu, Regional Minister Kwasra Omo, and Enra. Na ye penny be hwe regional minister na was say on a whole military troop amoka
Ezra 94.1
and the Ashanti regional minister chi omo kompatuam
Ezra 94.1
da ba dey
FM.
tran Ghana ha ye hu sa ade sanka regional minister kwako ba bia soja fo na wo so mka no eduru sa because timamufo na hunu se mpanimfo onwene wo mo ho Mpatu menra. Na no bodwa. Na regional minister ekro no. Encourage minister me nua Frank oba ye. Okọ bia post ni ba ko pe. We ko fa post ni kwa ni na chi. No okọ. Enra sojafoɔ ma. Why? Because community no say asset there has been a failure on the part of Badifo. Enti say yamfa sojafoɔ bambɔfoɔ ankomo okra na ebia na motwa fe so. This is a Central Regional visit, a minister's visit to Mpatuam, Abuabo, and its environs yesterday. Enra, MC Ebenya sound kakra. Mami sound. No. Okay. No. So biya se tuntumu. I for to you biya se tuntum. Obia. No. Enche, nyame aduma e free ochene kro. Na asante mai be na yi. Na nkwaso. Otumfo nkwaso no pay na bo emu ase. E fa live coverage. Tiefo benya de akɔ nyina. So hwe bibia nsie o mane na so ma video na so bibia nsie dia si nyina ne se asanko mines ene timamufo a omudidi o masase so enya ntopa yete ho ase yakumba ko ene ne mbagifu no monye ma de mfa de bebi a monye nye yete ase yebeti ase pan ene mo de bo mu asame be kwa ko negotiate akoboa ma asumdua ba asojafo boretuo pay ye kuno to mufo sori ya ase asanko mines o maja pade bebre o mase bebre regional minister ko ho nra bodwa enie over 65 years of independence o mine still no ano we are still acting as if in 3 years. Eya Ushe the whole Asante region community omoto aba pa ma me di twam keke community omoto aba pa edema NDC aban the whole Asante region because community se be kuro ketuam kuro kesiem kuro to aba pa community to aba pa ma NDC aban tontokurum aban ni win lessons no tontokurum a we tontokurum for no kura no omuni ba omia Tuma Mahama say boom. Yeah. Solve problems. Yes, I said to Krum. Near can say, oh, to Krum. And you say, I could do Patuam near Boabo.
Ezra 94.1.
Said the aircraft. Now, the Captain Jabba in the oh, now we mun enye now we enye to bo bisa. If you continue this way, trust me, you hate us today, but years will come out. Bones are near Ghana. I'm saying, friends, here. Hi, Ezra 94.1 FM, Ezra TV. Mefa course and pay me ba. The NPP presidential primaries January 31st next year 2026. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in Ashanti region about 3 days where we enra nimrebe non krono ndu we ne nkomo nyina okoba obesan aba others enso ego so bontoa that's lawyer Kwabrabo aten ajoso kana adwene pa kene Japan ni ho okay ka ma me fa course no mra me ba ma be ya de bi o MPP di num me ne kojo safa poku bedim komo omo the response be ba omo ma areas a Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Zongo communities a o win elections no but yes and therefore yes we ewuram there are a whole lot of errors mobwa le be bebre ho am de ba mobwa police station do how they buy ya. If you mention a polling station, say Amedia polling station.
Ezra
94.1 police station.
Ezra 94.1
90% to 99%. Omonye Muslims. Omonye Zongo for. A police station ni din and I am media. To captain of the county, I want to say, oh, they know by we are. Well, you better come on their primaries. Yeah, I said the name of city. But before the young focus, And I pay the Ghana home come on. The issue of rent, the issue of the fight against illegal mining, and other issues. 0208 340412 0558 620300. Yanya politics will have you been a Ghana home. They are buying what it's also and was way. At times, no be can enra abronya. I condemn the Penifone Yano. What you will be, you are right, or but you will be. Says Samaka Casama and Yachino. But so the Marane saw some say, no, some Acadian to watch him and no, I am, dear, was away. I am from Naquemo, and you're fine. The day I brought you on a broso. Asam no waka. Oni ewu Ghana ha. Omo mobile mine kakura no mo se enyom de fa no plea bargaining. Obi awia Ghana ska more than $15 million. Yes, won tua ni enya na man nkona me be minister next time wa. Na se mra no ni se sa na mra no te o Ghana de a. Se udi Ghana ska.
Ezra 94.1.
Ana ko fo do ni regime akose mra se. Ubetimi
Ezra
ene attorney general
94.1
edi ho nkomo. Na watua sika no edi amaban ni agyaw. Even plea bargaining. Under Nana Wakufuado aban and was says Amra Fono Sabi. And he said, Obi a minister of state, Obi a CEO, Obinya Ghana Sika. For instance, as a young man as I am, there were NDC MCs be oha. Obi Okurano Sabi. Was that a baby ada? Obi Kuran Sabi on top protocol ada Sabi. Only protocol. I was what one block. This one no new opportunity. No be MC. Na Ghana brane say, you the funny plea bargaining. Enti se sika fa na nsase kura no a. Obetimi ne attorney general no akodi nkomo. No twa na akra de ama man no afa no ho adia. Ah, na ne minya $10 million e me fanya adwuma. Na me yusu be $6 million. I go to treasure bill. Aje ho mfaso na me beko. Ana se me de koye adwuma minya mfaso. Na ba ho frosesa na yesi ma first kana me ba na me say I'm going to hand over the money. Nti monyi musika. Some musika amamo. But manya mfaso bebere. Enti mi sa mra we. Emra we pa de ba Ghana no me dwene ho a. Matie lawyers na one penny crack chire mu. Say this is a plea bargain nti ande eye attorney general na be decide say obekọ so prosecute ana say obedi sika no de achew
94.1
emra we de yen ko law school de yen lawyers de ba emra we de e say nipa kutu paso won vani bone e di di bone no na me first ka no a na ba ho fro ba ko attorney general me fa $5 million attorney general da roma sika no metua ma me 5 ma me famtua am dis kana ba ye ja me to me nkokwa emra we Ghana ni ko wia aponche a okowia akoko okotu obi manche na kom 3 years 5 years oba du me fa phone e kire na kwato central police station we we na ha kopie mu even say central prisons na obi akoya adwuma akoko sika say plea bargaining tuane enyao enti eno kwa so at the discretion of the attorney general. This attorney general no opposition no. Say wo ye minister, wo ye see obi na wo ye ne fine. Obo anu kwa ma na constituency. Otimi kwa si be 3 classroom block bi di ma obi a. No be attorney general. Na asem we ekoto wa. Omo atua no wagya oseko. Omo atua no wagya oseko. Is this how I teach on my person ekwa anim? Yes, Singapore. Yes, Malaysia. Any other countries are now? It's a question I'm asking this morning. Yemia Humantum 0208 340412 0558 620 300 0558 620
Ezra 94.1.
Hi, Ezra 94.1 FM. Ezra TV.
Ezra
Ding,
94.1 FM.
and of course, you might know Ghana is saying. If I'm called Kakra, and I'll pay. Ube to me, Afre 0531 455 105 0558 620 300. Yanko. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Efe Mohammed. Mekasa ba kase.
Tina mi nti ono pe.
Damasi. Ni edmo ba bo wasa tima ni Ghana mai. Ntem no de wakan bibiri na no kwasem. Na Ghana na nkasa no. Eno ma ya nkasa mi bi bia ho. Eno na Ghana eda ne ha ede mayo. Bo ye da manifo no ensem na eye adwuma. Faith na mufo no yenda kaka ye behu de haya. Ebe force mpanimfo no ana be hitima kire mpanimfo no mama ya maye no. Eno no ehia kase. Nti e be say ya bi school. Books pa awofo bia bebre nkola moto amanfo esu. Yenya obi ya ma nka wasin che aban ko. Ni ndi ho dwuma maye because ehu hia say da awofo no ka no ewu pinko dwuma ko dwuma ye. Obi aye di nti yesere yehunu nipa etie man ni no tebia ne yentie de ye ne ka ye ne haya no ne kan gira aban no because omo no policy na mo ye no omo ye de pe mutumi ni wi a omo de di juma e bro omo a well but ni kan e tumi ni wi a yo so yen ke bi ho ni pro because say me ke bi say so na o de want to for na bi sia o so eto na bu ni na mo de chura abia
Yeah, I agree with you. Me my top books class 1. My top 1,050 cities. 10 million. Class 1.
Nti yesere mu na adike mu na mu kan mai because ano adini awofo e bro sa kwa no kwa me ba
okwa odo ba kwa ban school a yen to books abaka kire wo. Okay, 0558620300. All right, good morning. Good day, be free. Abani, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Obengaze iri aboko there.
Nyame adom, erade adom yi.
Kedoba de na se. We wa we SK Bolas. Nyame na hene e wade nyina obuase coffee room. Afara amichi former MP Onanyafo Emmanuel Akosi Chemfi Oku. Sama ka sama no aka no enoba Ghana amamu no anazo magana aban no. Akwansa China phone. Udum na eyedede oso a eyedede. Se ababi balance obi ka asana se ekoma ne dia yenkini bakro yentiti bakro menum ankwa ma ne dia ni yentiti bakro yenya na ma we na anto ho ni anwene omaga na ho ni anto omaga na futuo ni ga je ko so na ma we super dia e be kachi e wo progresse mu tiemi ni na ho NDC o NPP o so ba atin bakro na ye na entwa yie no ye famra no entwa krom.
Right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, we are free.
Yeah, Pacho, me free atumsu. Yeah, Pacho, mind the idea, the Mahame research in the no oye no. Abronya be did the attempts an agent to be the attempt and your research in the year, the o mine and ye da. Man, the ever question, I never question.
Yeah, that's it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, we are free.
Pacho, a quite already a blowing a fashion. In fact, I know the woman has a good one. Can you find one after it? Not on Kenny Pan. It's one of the Yena, a Tamaman cranky poor. It was one is there. At the time, I'm going to get up with no money.
So, may I say, hello, good morning. We are free. Minti on a pay.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Now, what you say?
Nyame adom.
Really, the Nyame said, oh boy, Nyame Shrapa, the old Nyame, Nyame Mo. Bia should be a Nyame Nakakla Mekanzen, NDC MP, a Jayabe Kan to Siaga. This are Timuda, Ubia bad the same thing. And now, Clough wants to come as a bonnet here, pleasant here. No Makotanachi. We should be a queer no maternity. Yamla and was the beer base are this at
Ezra 94.1 FM.
in the Empire bonnet yet how much not are your more MPP and this, you know, Umujai activity.
May I say, senior. Hello, good morning. Good evening, we are free. Hello? Okay, you have found next person. Good morning. Good evening, we are free.
Hello?
Yes, we are free.
We cafe also the cafe ejeso.
So us minti on fridge so.
Really so na na say abronyo case no omo engum kakra na dia na ha dwem say penfunya transform kakra yeah ubetuma ka wasem wabra won kasantia obi direct
Ezra
94.1Fm young politician.
And I unquaso, utum for unquaso no pain, na boy muasi. If I life carry, tea for Benya de Quina. As okay, BBNC you, Manana so, my video naso, BBNC. Yes, in an say, a sanko mice. And Timemufua, or Mudi do Massa so. And your papa, 94.1 Kumbako, and your Majifuno, when you're my dear fat, you may be a money.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Pine. Pine. And on the boom. As I remember, Quaco negotiate our Boama as from Diaba, I put as soon as I forward to pay Yakuno. To move for sorry, I sick as Sanko mines on my Japa de must be Regional Minister Cohenra, Buja, any over 65 years of independence. On my understand one, we are still acting as having 3 years. Eya, we share the whole Asante region, community of Mutua Bapa. I make me the Chabuke, community of Mutua Bapa. Edema NDC are buying the whole Asante region. Because community, Seba Kroketuum, Krokesium, Kuna Tua Bapa, community of Tua Bapa, ma NDC are buying. Ayrton to Krum. Abandon winning lessons not to Kromwa. Well to the Krum for Nokrano, Omunimbaumia. Tuma Mahama say, boom. Solve problems. Solve problems. Yes, I said to Krum. Near can say, oh, to Krum. And he said, I could do.
And Sana. Ombe mama to anamo. Yes, adia. Ye juma yuhunu.
Okay.
Pacho you.
That's it. Oh my, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning, Sema.
Yes. Simon Mintio.
Yakopa Oshira no place. Oshira Ninya Bayeswa, Okasa ya. Sema, na assembly no kuluturu. Noa na ekoso amasa. Galimsi ensensemi entimi entu. Yesuma musemo nkoye adwuma no in Africa. Odi mo malisi na mo na mo ngi mo no man fi hona. Tam say anaju de so say na ye ne mpenfo be ba ho. Ye di say e bo o ma na koyi. Ye bi say. So galimsi ensensemi ye ka ye mi no bebre na eye. Be koye e faso yes. Nsu no mesimi am no ka se mark. Ukotal se constituency be ye ba election. Magwo yungu nim dam hodu nim ko wuro mo so wo ho no e ko na me fre senzi man bi wo ho kra no ye so na mo so ni nyina no se ma gbetu ni ne o mutimi ya bibi tabia e ma ye ye mpenfo no anamo a ye mpenfo be o muntu ne no na Ghana fo hwe ye etu ba ma ye o nti ye jane tra sa se ma ni se be boye o mutimi am temperature man na kwati ene
that's it. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Abani utio ho. Udi na be AFRIFA minti on pay.
Hello, good morning.
Udi na be AFRIFA.
Ni kasa vitenta wewe na kuna shedu. Sema ebe mo abasi na pa. Ani pesu su mechi evangeli. Mechi evangeli. Mo bi ani fi ya nasu ni kama. Yo, ani se yeshe galamse san Nigeria akuya ni kwani ya mili na mabini na mo system se obo
na ye kushare den abo so tete se e che ya make ka holiday si ya agmenche go ba central region ha ye nyensu ha ebe fi aba na ama ye nyensu ko no iti empia wa na si ya wo titi bila na de wa ha abo wo mo de me ye su kaka ya no igolo tedi di menche ese o manu ani ya di ona abro ye so me de mo wodi ni fe no no kwenya me ni ndị nne ya anyị sị Muhammad sị ọnụ na ọka ya tụkasị atụ ma ama n'esote ma ama na okwu ma ata mmiri ọ bụ sekretịrị obi aji ibu bekile enye saa na asamete dọkịta zere pụọ na abụrụ ya jina wọ tụcha ese ma ama na okwu ma ata no iti sị kọsị wọ́n ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀mánu ọ̀pọ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àwọn kíkà fọ̀kẹ́lẹ́ di japan wọn àṣọfún gbọmọ èyí tẹ́bí wọn ìṣẹ́ àkẹ́kẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yẹ àmà kọ́ọ̀tù ghana ìṣẹ́ ọ̀yọ́ ọmọ wọ́n fún bí a ìṣẹ́ òun jẹ́ lọ́yẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ mẹ́tẹ́sán wọ̀fọ̀nà náà bí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ẹni méjì lọ́yẹ̀ ọkọ̀ fàyè náà wọ̀fọ̀nà náà bí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ẹni méjì lẹ́tẹ̀ sẹ́ ọ̀yẹ́ ìlú pápá ọ̀ní ti méjì mẹ́kẹ́sẹ̀ ọmọ ìlú ṣẹ̀ èyí tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ àyíyáwó lẹ́yìn àdáyé náà ní kúndé àwọn yíyá nǹkan fún yíyá bí a politician ọ̀yẹ́ bí mínísítà ọ̀yíyáwó.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sir Mike. Christ, Nasun Genkawo.
Genkawo, so.
Mr. Paul, Abu Muchema, Sadansi West. Chairman, His Excellency John Suboni Mama. Any ever the regional minister, Michiam, Kinsuba Michiana, the woman in say, it's say, so the Kokomotiko ya, it is to the job fine. Sir Mike, again, the Baba says, again, so to think about nobody may boa. The commercial say, young Catena Cadeti. Oh, I didn't know to be one look at your company say. On one is spoke my yeri, on nada, and already a Minnesota appointment, Apple. I yet also Kasa said you pass Yatamono. What am I saying? Yeah, you pass
it. Not on this platform. Senior. No. Paul, listen to me. Retract that statement. No. Senior, I have every right to allow you to speak on my network. Manager won't say would me on a pebia. Manager home. I respect you, but to use that word on my platform, if I talk to sign. Paul.
Ezra 94.1 FM.
Hello. Okay. It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But it was a woman fan channel. There is a breaking news coming in from Obuasi. And very, very disturbing. The from Obuasi urban and near papa. And near papa. Obuasi, in fact, Sinipa Ejane. 1 hour through on Fia Homachin. 1 hour dim the car. In fact, Facebook Ezra Radio. Facebook Ezra Radio on Facebook. So those are the videos you are seeing. Oh, Boise, you see people running. We will say scatter hata. Man for Johnny, man for so we poor here. At the end, I see what Boise. We understand. Say a jar actor, a gas filling station, Boise, and watch the video. Look at this where the gas filling station is situated. And any accident now. Well, yanko yenua bema wo jambo amaho na oma yenya the esi boas wo jam otemi kan no pay. Good morning.
Morning, Sir Mike.
Ibi aboko de.
Oh, adom yene.
Earlier on na udwane se wuntimi nyina ho usuro na de esi ye e end gas ene mia hodo no you cannot contain that. You don't want to die early. And then they see what boys are not paying.
Sir Mike, I mean, I say, send what you can hear anymore. And guys, you said, you move now. Send you 2 weeks after Breno, and they have 22 in your man, or more if you know, Yamamo Dabefa. I'm not paying to do a bossy, Kumka, Janka. I my God. Can it be a buyer, not a baby, you do a Amawomo? na ọdan no obi ehun ne yeye na tanka na that no box no e fit off from a explode na sani esi bu akuro so gas esi gi kuro na dan sita no na di hugu apa na beto so nipa nyina egane mini na nya wo na dum enke rade se na mpempena amanfo soro nsu so mu ja na nsu so gugu na yo panyi ba ko no di mu akoten pa wa ha no yebusa na sani ofi hu radio opani mfa ba ebeti le radio
oh me damase me fa me Francis Neni dodo na fa me hello na me tie no me ba ba bo ana be hweye na me ba hweye no me wo se na ya kumoti nka flat time FM na mo ya announcement na mo me wi na me flat National Fire Service na ne ko fi enkran me ko si ho no o ma me mo direction eti ma mo direction no na kuku ni na ma bo National Fire Service for abaso papa in this 15 minutes na mo so bedru ho eti o mba ya na yakoboa ya mo ele pipe ni nyina ama ko to de bia tank na block no to ye lu na mo so ya na mo bi si ogusu a ba no ka say crampo no National Fire Service for na AGA Fire Service for nyina da ho wo ho ya mo ebo ho ba se de be ya ato renting bia ansan kosi na san hu panyini baako National Fire Service ni bia o wura fie mu se e be ya mo bia nsoja mo bia nso gas akọpẹ embili bia man ka sa de ma ye nti ye hwese etimem fo nso be ya emboa na sa anuma ni nyina akọso ama ye
senku editi de na edi
jana na mi dundu no na ma fo enu aduane eti ekobubu pipe entio na aduane na mo no de nyina no ye di so gugu mu se na be ya gas no framaja etoma wu mu nti edundu mu jani nyina eche mu ndi ani ni titi from eti eche na mo so be ye
gas filling station any filling station okrom munsuro amosisi adan ka ho so
eja sade yakaka ibi kwapo yipi ye master de se enka ekrono atu yamuno enka tinemu mana no so dikru ana so hinya wo kromo no ye ri oketi amuko etire kakira isoba the junction eco CBTM police station any gas station na abembeno enka mutumi wi ko ma ye ni a enka babu ayen it's a better than a bit of a other papa, they get to my end me. Send this in a cook will be a walk of finish a get to ma and car a dime baby and a couple of TV and the Munu ye.
GBA also saw Hanoma, car station, like a baby, a car, and then a gas to so opposite. A bar a dollar form to send them to see a farm.
But another, because agencies are there. Kasa elo du nyina na be kata ni nyina aso je say hu say campus wa na nipa na hu cause I have fight kata kro ni nyina aso but all the same no dey be kan say ye be stre klowura ene ni mpanyi fo sisi no kro no ababa to gas station anya ababa to no so there because when you first time media me when you first time baako esiye yasi eja to manu kan na enyumle mo samafo jani gidigidi ma bi mu first time the second time ansiye nti ya besre me kai de esi watra no ohwe yitie fo ba o ma no mu tutu kokoro o ma no mu ye yi nyina o mo pam mu nyina afi ho ba sisi no corona babe ababe to normal si eno babe se koni fufu nti se akonya bi wo ho na se o metimi aye bibi fufura ha corona ye de nke beda o ma se ne mom sa akonya bi anso no dia nti se bia o metimi di agina akwema ma se obeyi ne gasa enkofa to ye ntamba ano so ye beda o ma se bra wi de nim se de esi ni de Ghana de bibi si a ene yesu esi na de
yenhwe obosi fire thunder hon sam atete se mo di mu akosen fa kan so
ano de fire thunder de ma mi di meta bo media for mo obo ase me bo ma baso papa because omo ana fire thunder ne say ye na omo di omo nan si wono ma na o ka hu bi mo de mo nan si wono mo kan ya mati me mu for ye contribution ye de ko ye and oboasi municipality no Igbo East West and after Akropo Mediasi 6 constituency no ye use sa fire tender nti se eji e fa fa ne dia meka ho a ano de ntimi dia me mpa bo ne se aban we ya wa be ejuma pantina Ghana for to abama no ntimi gidie se me mpa nyimfo nso abetena se ama district bi anya fire tender ne ba kwa na boa adansman no obo asman.
Very well. So Nana anopaya ye din komo yi ejano se jan tomu de
explode ya fire ne jana de ntimi an capify say nyame ene di no afo me no kasa ekra odon akwa so atiri nso agu a nso tontino enena eye wonder ana nyame amana sia eja antimi antomo nso egugu bo afire service for ejuma di omodi no na opanyi ba ko ha no ma onso musa no
for the sake of time ti my yenhwe we area bay na sadi we esi
eye oboasi kunka junction ubewure oboasi a sama enene na oche pepepe na mami first lava pia kenini nanam nya kabo mi clean up nkusi wa sabia hona na tenecha torentamo ya tukui ama apiate abahanom nyamenka ense shade se igane na manfo gane dia prepare the gas na de improve ya be humwa ana be bia te prepare
na the videos I'm seeing say as a ekrom pa o ifie na wo ho nyina
ewo krompa tese enye se ebia wo krom pipe anewo ye so ne we atosu mienu ne mpanifo be ya fa ho enwere hu ne prince aso di
konka junction na minim se area ho obedu amanfo kwato ntonuane wo ho amanfo omo so omo gas achikosia
omo wa hapa.
So as we speak there, fire service for Baho.
Omu guswa, box na leak na gas ni kiba. Omu de fire service ane isuni gasu guswa na odoma kwa sama ne de nesi foma piti gusubi.
Enti omu de guswa kopmo se gas ni na be free mu.
Ana se
okay. Okay. And oya tender say is it enough to do that?
Tenders no sabe oboasi die na sabe aya brewana media corporation wa dance ya gi iska koye no eno wa ha na eji dia wa na eji dia no eno de kama pa na ade om se omo no mo bo man no ba nti me kana se jesi ba bi ehwa na omo esinya nte se bibi koso man so na so mi ga ho de ponji on de ni tusu bra ai wi pe be ye de kakra no ya brewa ni sia national wa no wa
Ezra 94.1.
Okay. No, Roma. My fancy na bibia ni news for no ba omo so abeto aso. Yura ojam boama yen reporter based in Obuase na Martin in Kana no pay in gas explosion but we know say eliki sa fa hwa me no ka say da so kra eliki ama fire service for no gina mu den a omo ehwe na omo timi etu ho sa na. You see, sadie way yakan wasem wa me say ase yensua de o man mu gas no ba bia ye ton no enwu ya ase ye beton bara abakrum ye relocate assembly no ho obi atwam ho da bia onka hwe na nanu mo kuro no ho o mahunu obi anka hwe ye behwa na asamasi wei sa esi awia ana anwumra amanfo soja pa ofie mu no aduane a na de besies because gas na yemframa ntere na wana ehweja enti efie be ho bia na soja bia no e connect ne se kimu a e be trace ne back to where the source na nkasa wo no na no you see they make e bi onko ko bebre so a gas we no aduru krom yen yin free ho ye be hwana bibia asie awie ni asan be kan wasem saa 3 days raw do be wawu do prepra ni asan ye wura asan fi ni asan ato aso oma ye wura fi asem tempa ye Ghana esi ya 3 days oh no bia refi e be ko fro so very terrible, very very terrible. Right, afa yen ngama josuma akra no pay is the video ready? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eba Ashanti Regional Tour MCR, if the video is ready yen tie de okai na afa yen kodi nkomomra. Hi Ezra 94.1 FM Ezra TV. Yentie Dr. Baumia. Na sama o kan yaba. Me no panika se be din komo. Ewo de Baumia kan no. If the video is ready,
see conflict and a man yeah winning election. The Sept or say problem no and a man losing election. Sa kusasi mampusi problem yi. Eshiasie nkruma time na yemwomi o. Na yemwomi na omo sa problem yi. Boku zone no omo 6 constituencies. 6 constituencies. For okwe report no bae. Me kanchire Nana Akufo-Addo. Na ye wo meeting mo enye me no nkwa me ne no nkrofo bi ena ye meeting ena ye di nkomo ye say we ewo ho boku wo ho ye say we Muslim ene we no nyina na ye di nkomo hwe reasons are ena me kanchire Nana Akufo-Addo say papa me de ye nhwemu a okwe report ye eba ena omuka say Dr. Baumia uye kramoni nti anase mampusi kusasi nti na ye ulusi abano medie mebe step it down me nkopio sana me kanchire me papa Nana Akufo-Addo me ka say because me pese me mfamia interest ahead of the party's interest must always be ahead of me. Intina me say, because of the party, I will sacrifice any ambition if me kwa yebelusi. But Okwe report ne baye, Ashanti report ne baye, Conrad Adenauer Foundation report ne baye, ninyina by the same conclusion. Religion, tribe was not a factor in the 2024 election. See conflict ewo boko and a man yeah winning election. The Sept or say boko
ne response our dear ba. What caused the defeat of the NPP in the December 7th general elections? Yet to be known or already known. Now, the issue of Zongo communities, so man to Baumia. Baumia the response about, and in that, there has been a response also from this great man, Kwajon Safuapoku, a former NPP presidential aspirant. Rako Jotim kind of payer, Samaikini, Ezra, TV, Ezra, Biaboko.
Zemaki made Joso Bibiaboko. I hope so. With you for some wash your phone, you know, who you are.
Radiadum, Ubia, who ya pa. Yensen common as say, but who really is out there about Dr. Baumia's performance in Zongo communities across Ghana in 2024 general elections. And when we say much rich remu said the city first of all, a dear Nema NPP din Kugu in the 2024 December 7th.
Ninya medawase em say the man NPP din go 2024 election dem say yina no
see conflict ewo
in dem at the contra we MPP ni na one ko ba we ba the contra one ko but the American be ya ni be bia asa say the penina no ubia won individual reason na one ko ba that's my party party no ko ya no yeah be the more no but as a president and now party no and government no money need ya uchi in simple ya ni pekia ubia one individual reasons but the you know you need to say the ma committee said the Dr. Baumia no committee miensa across the country abusa na for say a date in a month or bano ubia you are ordinance express oh yes money been picked to me and I'm used to me with the money and I say me Christo me in person of Akotoaba ama ubia ufi walwali and I am pushing it. And no, and I didn't say Abiquita. But NPP losing the 2024 election day, MP Ankotwaba, Omwa, MP Ankotwaba, no, sure say Omina, the Indimadikucha, MP Ankotwaba. Going forward, no, in other tips, no, Ubetia, Dr. Baumia and Ra, Ishiawo, a Kumasi share, but share for Nebant Mafon, Ujina, Ubia Nemu Pacho said, Nyoma Anko Yinano, Ujina Banyi Tremwanemo, Paubiacho. And no, I think say Oberi PTs are a chopper in most of the constituencies are over the course of starting the constituency campaign now. I think Dana Funi individual a lot of individual reasons in Tiango for MP Ankotwaba.
I see. So religion and I feel so that of Kusasi ni procedure no and play any Rubia against Mudifit.
Definitely CPP. You have to look at the total number. What the young fan say, Dr. Baumia, I'm pushing it because I say for someone, Baba. Now, Mama Yang, you know who say, because I say for no, Omunyan people, predominantly, because I say for in the Boku area, no. Almost about my MP. Said yeah, Dr. Baumia and Rao Hayan. So share Boko enclave now. There are 6 constituencies. So 6 constituencies, no. Since Ghana started, say 2 elections for Ghana. No. There are 2 elections back 11. Out of 11, no, from Nkrumah time, Ebepem and then no, 11 elections, no. There are 6 of those elections are MPP. In 0 seats in that area. Now you need seats here in that area. And you need seats here in the Boko area. And the Ubasha Kusasi Fono is the Kusasi area is like the Volta region. They are predominantly NDC people. And so because Kusasi for Empemam Kusufa Sem to Oman for when in ordinary times from 1965 in Nkrumah time, they have never voted MP. It will more near seat back over. It will more in your seat back or another seat. The following election, no, we lose that seat because no dynamics be over a play the winners are seat, no. And it's also even the entire country. The highest estimates of Kusasu for Mati are about 768,000, the whole country. But the young fan is Omunina Akratoba because 768,000 and no Munina in the Toba. So the young fan is Omunina Akratoba. We lost the election by almost 2 million votes. So Omunina to my MPP, I will have still lost the election. And my young fat Kusasi Mamprusia Semino and be yes, say, because the Boku area we don't win there. Mama, the MPP can say you win since UPCPP from NDC MPP. You win was our area. Dr. Edith Tuja said, looking at the data, votes are in Lusu compared to Kenya in 2020 because of ABI, the Pedium and Kotraba because of the conflict. Was about 30,000 votes. Quadri Eastern Kwa, Ipa, Omen, and Betroban, over 30,000. Quadri is 146,000 voter population constituency. We pay Betroban over to 50,000. Mama, yes, there's a small factor of Abia, Ubia, Ofuse, and Ka, Olodi, or Kusasi, or MPP, and Kobeko. But Kusasi for me, MPP. It is not that huge a number because the Kusasis are predominantly ABC.
Now, Yamra dear, Mode Atuja on the issue of Zongo communities, no ESO. MC Amon Koso, Brian Chamber constituency. And we say, what they about say, one MC Amon Koso, I mean to me, and reading. Yeah, so yes.
Possible example,
no, I mean, reading from here, I think paragraph 2. This statement is far from the truth, since in Abetifi, Honorable Brian's own constituency, Dr. Baumia recorded the following Zongo Mosque, Kweu Tafo, DMB 227 JM0. For verification, the polling station number, the following details from pin sheet. Registered voters are 680. Rejected ballot was 6. Valid vote was 443. Turnout is 66%. So in effect, in that constituency, you are claiming Dr. Baumia won with 227 votes, as against John Mahama 0. But Saturday valid votes are 443. Now Unya rejected 6. At the back, Baumia 227. I think the figure you are quoting will give you, is it 233? So that polling station analysis no, as a vote ni biara.
Me patrol, I then John Mahama, Dr. Baumia, and presidential candidate of ballot box and so on. There were other candidates. And ever since yeah, correction yeah, MPP your data. Ubesha na EC4 and far almost results and by Dr. Baumia to say election will lose. And MPP every night of election the poor Abanivia. Your software, pink sheet, I work down in or your polling station agents, or scan is a pink sheet, now they are two software and so. And no, any international, and they say you win and I you win. Over 2016, bare before midnight, and then it be a comparison friends are almost winning by 1 million. By easy by and all that, winning by that same number. Dr. Baumia on the morning of the Twaba Saturday. Sunday morning, constituencies in the crowd, in the Omo coalition. Dr. Baumia to say, we'll lose the election. That's what I say. You get data directly from the constituencies, directly from the polling station agents. Now, on that particular polling station, information, almost the banner almost clear. It goes into an Excel sheet. If I also will Excel sheet. Now, when the data that we were looking at, Ushi data now, Dr. Baumia got 227, NDC 0, ND 207, ND 207, NDC, NDP, yes, and the candidate for NDP got 207, then DC 0. Initially, you pick our data and I edit to Jano. Then people like the media and everybody came back and said, Musha you na hey, it's very difficult in the Zongo in the Eastern region. Mahama Inga 0. So we went into the hard document and found that there was a mistake in the transmission of the information, where on the Excel sheet, 207 now Sankeshe NDC and non a NDP. But what you say? Let's even assume the 207 Emma NDC for idea na ye pese ekire Ghana for Dr. Brian Campo Ejina Abetifi Eka the whole Ghana Dr. Mahmoud Baumia won only one Zongo polling station. Dr. Baumia won in only just one Zongo polling station. Ewa Afutu Abashabano. Not again, correct. Because even in his own constituency, what the emphasis say, sad document any two jano. Data raw data there was a mistake. Mahama got 207 instead of the 0 there, the 2 jano. 227 and 207. What do we need that polling station?
Baumia, of course.
Thank you. And that even in his own Zongo, we won in Dr. Baumia won in that Zongo, in his own constituency. So you see, as some people say, then yes, it's good to do critical analysis, but nipa so the from so nipa so, and you know your quality data. Remember another example. If you have Zongo, Quabre for so Dr. Maumia, and we knew Zongo be our Quabre. It's not true. If you have Zongo, there is in Tonso House. Here in Tonso House, if you have Zongo 2. Dr. Maumia won in 2 polling stations in that area. And he almost Quabre is for results from one. Any the actual official data, it's different because we are one in that in also house and here too no. Okay, those things, you know, any petty because all they free him and I'm one more of data anyway, my fabricate if you certify our results now, but they trouble, you know. But the point is that somebody, let's say, will lose election on that result. You know, but you don't make a question. So our results now it is based on that result that Dr. Baumia came up the Sunday morning of the 8th of December to say the Malusi election. So we should now say Dr. Baumia winning in only one zone go across the country. OPR question the same matter and I was at the and then you get to just say Dr. Baumia winning in 108. The whole country, the Yahoo crime and also. Because look, there is 46,000 polling station data. Yet to me, go to Yahoo 108. Dr. Baumia won in Zongos. At Yabakwa, Nipa Pibe, who are a rich, who said, so Osha Zongo votes now. Though we don't win in the Zongos, you see, it will be difficult and it will take time for NPP to start winning the Zongos because the Zongos are predominantly an NDC stronghold, right?
That was not assurance, sir. That was not assurance. Edema, NPP in Ghana for when an primaries against Alan Chamantin in Japan. You said, no bar.
Thank you.
Zongos and those people will vote for him.
Yes, but the point is that that is to a point. It's true because they do vote for him. You see, if you compare the improvements in the NPP votes in the Zongos in 2020 and 2024, it's better in 2024 than 2020. So that statement is true. The Zongos are voting for them. Because you see, what is it in Iran? Ghana, no, Zongo, NDC, or sorry, NPP, Zongos, no, a playground. It's not our playground. The Zongos are like the voter region. In polling stations in the Zongos, NDC wins happily. If look, Mamika Semicha, show a chief for a chief for Tiasia. Emilia, Ubi Okra computer, dear, uncle, no uncle share. Say, what is the margin of MPP Funya in the Zongos historically? From year starting 92 till 2020. Historically, no, MPP does not get more than 30% of Zongo votes. MPP does not get more than 30% in Zongo votes. The only Zongos are MPP does a little better, more than 30% historically. After a resolve the Abdu and Andani problems, no, NDC does, MPP does a bit better in Yendi. But historically, NPP does not get more than 30% in Zongo votes. In 2024, most of the Zongos, MPP recorded more than 30%. In fact, most of them we recorded more than 40% in the Zongos.
Ezra 94.1
So a party that does not historically win more than 30%, with the candidate of Dr. Baumiano, we are now looking at more than 40% votes in the Zongos. So we are not winning the Zongos, but there is an improvement in the Zongo votes. And that's the data. The data is there. Anybody who wants to challenge it, we can give the person the data to look at it. Yeah, sure. We've gone through it and look at the data. That when we did the 46,000 polling stations across the country, if you do the analysis, the NPP is now doing better with more votes in the Zongos than we did before in 2020. Yes, overall country, but Ocean, like for like, the strength of the party in terms of real vote in the Zongos now. Dr. Baumia being our candidate, there is an improvement in the votes in the polling stations in the Zongos. That's a fact.
There is one polling station. Staff quarters Zongo A. Himan Lower Denchra. I've just received a text message will be say Omo mote one predominantly no Omo enye Muslims, but just that and now Omo Zongo for but just that the polling station no edina yede amo omo sa. So about me winning there is not news.
Are we really gonna start this conversation? Say I Zongo the Oko Alap na me ma a typical example. Yanko Menchia South where the regional House of Chiefs is no. It's a Zongo. But the people that live there Muslims. It's a Zongo. What are we talking about? Are we gonna start that conversation? That the fact that the place is called Zongo, Oko Rex, but the Pempa Assembly or one, Bompata fully be entered about our polling station, or the Zongo polling station in the world. Bompata fully be entered about, but the Pempa Assembly or one, next any Zongo police station. Only Zongo. Bompata fully be entered about the whole. What are we talking about? Is that where we want to take the conversation now? Now, look, the point is very simple. Let me make one more example. Forget names with Zongos. Boma Ahafo, Ukrum, your friend is in Gideon Bark Klum. There is a 22 police station there, friend is CMB Shed 1 and 2. It's a Zongo area. The NPP have never won in that polling station. In 2024, we won both polling stations, Shed 1 and Shed 2.
See, but in all this discussion, we will say Baumia lost the elections and NPP Kuano, Muhubida, Manyantumda, I think. 3 days to the elections, we didn't come over here, and I even told you, say, per the service, MPP was losing. You disagreed with me because now more confidence and with me. What is the motivation for a delegate or some Kotwaba? Say, Baumia, able to be the party now in the
And we know yes, our discussion is look, improvement is a sign, it's a good sign. Improvement is a good sign. The moment you be in Sinchen, you share where is MPP stronghold. Election no, you lose a lot of the silver lining. At the partner election, you lose it, and that is what we have done for the last 8 months. Because you lose the election, we are happy to dismiss even the improvements in the election. There are certain anybody who is here. So, share the trana to Obamubua, share in your media a buyer. When you say for the first time, there are polling stations in the northern region that Dr. John Dramani Mahama got 0 in those polling stations in the northern region. There are some polling stations that John Dramani Mahama, it has never happened to MPP will win that polling station hands down. But Dr. Baumya's candidates, we are not improving. There are 6 constituencies in Northeast, right? So Northeast constituencies, when did MPP start talking about those and those Wali and those polling stations? When did MPP ever start looking at those areas? Was it possible in the past? Say, MPP, maybe are you winning? You're getting more votes. We are not talking about the Northeast area. It was virtually a no-go area for MPP. No-go area for MPP. And then to go and look at, we went up by 25% in the Northeast. So, Obiana Bamabuno, in 2020, in 2004, a core election. Who was the candidate? And then Papoyan baby called Professor Ivan Sakamels. In their own central region, what happened in the 2004 elections? Your core election with President Kufuor as president, Your core President Ivan Sakamels, baby corner, then no candidate, 19 seats and there was central region, MPP we need 16. We have 2 and an independent near 1. No, easy for no ability to the point say, Papa, we didn't find in Kobe because on one central region, Anklata, and Nebiamaye, we have 2 seats per MPP, 16 and Happy. Omunya Rishimunimu, we realize, say, look, if we work hard, we made some mistakes, but you're working, you're my papa, no, or yeah, Jumadea, over to me, a winnie seats namaye. And so I looking at 2000, looking at 2008 results, NDC now came and got 10 seats out of the 19 4 years later. And you see, your money look say, and now results, it is a reflection of the future results. And elections were Ghana so many years, there were historical data. Actually, say, the performance in next does not reflect the performance in 4 years. Because OSHA, primaries in December. Primaries in settle in January. Dr. Baumia is all around between the 11 months. It wasn't enough for Dr. Baumia to make the impact that we needed. Yes, you can say Dr. Baumia being a Zongo, being a Muslim, the Muslims and the Zongos who vote for him. There was an improvement. So, the bar has shifted. There's an improvement. I will say there's something. Do you want to build on that improvement, or do you want to wash that away and bring Okifufra or no quality no starting from zero? And since that date and actually, it is different. Say if he lost the Zongos whereby there is no improvement, you see, then we have nothing to go on. But looking at the data, there is improvement in the Zongo votes. It means that we can go back and build on it. You're finding for granted, the fact that he's a Muslim, the fact that he's from the Zongo or Metromano, maybe a Numedu or I or say aggressive. India, in common, maybe in common, until see in common in the Zongos who will correct and build on those things. But to say, 2024 results is a reason to discard a candidate. For me, I don't buy that because history doesn't tell us that.
Maybe this will be my final question. Prior to the elections, the platform was used to assess the candidate, and for the period that they are serving on our afternoon program, one about 12 man only a beautiful lines at 2.1 almost every time it was pointing to John Dramani Mahama, and truly to the end of the day, you will say the city. When we speak to Omomutie, we open 4 lines for people to call her. You realize that among the candidates, the calls that comes in, Ghana for a free, saying, say, Omope, why to lead MPP. Most of them, you hear them mention Kennedy Japan as against Baumia. Do you want to present a candidate that may not win you an election, or what?
So calculation with the Ezra. We need listenership, we need demographics, we need listenership reach. There's a lot about Ezra that in Ezra is an authority in who wins elections. Our listeners, now say a name, meaning Omo fresh station, who be phone lines are. Now Ezra, let's say a station that need cheaper. I can guarantee you, say 80% of the callers are serial callers, and they know those that call radio stations. They will be a juma. In Kofua, Yetia Omuka, Omukra phones are almost radio stations. In T, Mr. Memayan Fa, Omwa Omufre, radio station, and yet think of who wins. Yes, it's a station. I said, Dr. Mahmoud Laumia, sorry, John Mahama Winnie, But remember, my father same thing. Say, station.
I may agree with you. But
we are going for an election. Election. I say, election is about campaigning. It's about campaigning. Over call about Thomas and Nipa. And Nipa no Ajiwa Tumana on June 2. You will be so many I declare for and you declare your candidate. Kennedy, 4 months or they told me home. Dr. Baumia about right and the phone or a major on the phone or a bit too much. Not the first January, Ghana for Omoyam or Seattle for our performer. the nipa be a throw station cut on Kennedy. Fine, it is their preference or more Kennedy. So almost Twabama MPP for no way Ghanaians are almost fine. They are also saying Omagini. But we're so much na radio station here will be free to talk about Miana, no change because I was sure or more yedi or mapano. The onona most prepared, onona humanity here, onona yednipa yem ready because who could see be more talk about Miana. I've also seen on a radio station where will be free to talk doesn't mean say Obuana. Maybe. So, remember you use Ezra. Another move
I do agree with you, but now I'm more the president. But you have to all. So we see for more. You realize you to know there. You can do your individual way on that. Even if you are on any of the big markets in Ghana, you to turn the any they know. When you ask them among their candidates, it seems that you to know actually towards one candidate. Which is Kennedy upon than Baumia. Then I mean, Busa said, why that assessment?
And I may make a say, no, my Busa dear, would be a Kakubusa. Then I'll ask you, if I could use better, could share Oko if I Busano, Oko Duma, and Oko Kadas one as Oko Pata, save an away. And I use better Busano.
That is a question.
I would disagree with you. I can bet you $1,000 and you will bet you to and okay Nyakubusa. It's not true. What I say, you do I come as in Yadia. And you made the young Casa Ukudum Kubusa, Ukudum Pampas, another Ukudum Railways, another Ukudum if I'm not for Melcom and Alcoa. Remember, young Mikisa blanket statement that would see more. No, it is an internal election. Nipe Pia or Mokasani Pigra and Twaba. It is a Ghana form of TikTok in Twitter. In Twaba, there's no more election. If you want to be Ubia Uye senior, go register the power. MPP internal election is for MPP. Dumni Pana de Cocasalo, MPP. Fine, on MPP, but we will present a candidate Ghana for MPP for. That is the most important thing. So we have 4 months to go and campaign.
Delegate listening in just a minute. At the end, I'll be catching delegate Omuti on a pay.
Yeah, I catch from say we are saying no. Be here to my things, and yet can be and the candidate. Candidates be anywhere about once we need Ghana for the home show and no matter home and no matter about and Dr. Baumia by. Ghana for a Jehome. So even Mahama Kranko for Kase or by Mahama not a president. He lost the election. Really lose the election of our baby. Lose him. See Mahama a president 2012 to 2016. Lose 2016. Over 2020 lose. And then you about a man. Ghana for a channel information. Information you know and Zan almost answer. And then Dr. Baumia Babako. Ghana for Aji affirmation. Mama Indian wish to say, Udi Nipana or Mokono, if you are fine a Pono, fine a Ghana for Nino, and may wine a 276 constituencies in a depending no. Wine a Osan de Qua, means some hour. Mamma can be final one in show. Dr. Baumia ko Afanenina say, Oba obey investing in solar. Access electricity to by 50%. Ghana 20. And me, by 1st of October, no, you will be bringing and here the electricity will go up by 200%. In this animal, we in a year, Ghana will say, hey, and not pay as a man or cano, send a muto into Inchino. Into no, my young, yes, will be Konami. Mama Yinya reach the more the person of Mahmoud Baumia. Na a pound here, Ubienua, what do Ubia Kujaso, also with the call back with Yanton, and you pet Pia Kujaso back, Yan Tom and I, and Kubi Mano, 96, year papa, John for, and now 2008, 2012, 2016, meaning I know, we give a peak. I said, Nanado in some way, Panya Kafanado Ghana. Ezra, Mavajomia, so say John, so,
Zamaikini, yeah.
Nanado, in some many young Cavanado, who beat me like as a woman president of Ghana. In some degree, and need Nanado the HS and Koi.
Rogojo, and I pay Yanas.
Ninya, Miss Medasipa.
I was young, Mene Ira Kojon Safuapuku, a former NPP presidential aspirant, and of course now a member of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign team. And you know, according Komo and Anope. Hi, Ezra 94.1 FM, Ezra TV. Now, the contest is becoming much interesting, and at the end of the day, there should be a winner. You try home, Abasisia, Eba Tuaso, Ebasisia.
Ezra 94.1.
Sadia Ekro na the Captain Jabba in Croft. Oh, now we now to Bobisa. If you continue this way, trust me, you hate us today, but years will come. Bones are near Ghana. I'm saying, friends, you. Hi, Ezra 94.1 FM, Ezra TV. Mefa course on pay me ba. The NPP presidential primaries, January 31st next year, 2026. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Ashanti region, about 3 days where we enra nimrebe non krono ndu we ne nkomo nyina okoba obesan aba. Others and so ego so bontoa. That's lawyer Kwabrambo Aten ajoso kana adwene pa. Kene Japan ni ho. Okay. Ka ma me fa course no mra me ba. Ma be ya de bi MPP di no. Me ne kojo safa poku be di nkomo. Omo the response be ba omo ma areas a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Zongo community sa o win elections no. But yes and for. Yes we ewuram. There are a whole lot of errors. Mobwa. Le be bebre ho am de ba mobwa. Police station go how they buy ya. If you mention a police station, say Amedia police station.
Ezra 94.1
police station.
Ezra 94.1
90% to 99%. Omonye Muslims. Omonye Zongo for. A police station need and I am media. To capture on the count the one say, oh the know by we are. Well, you better come on their primaries. Yeah, I said the name of city. But before the young Fakos Accra, come on my Ghana, said your mind city, mine bobre, my summary of a buy the White Accra, my crime, my Yenuanum, Santrefua, Mina Quenya Ko Kubusan and some. In fact, right after I said on Penny Ekasavino, it has been a mixed reaction. It's been a mixed reaction from someone Mampeni. Can I hear the response based on the questions? It's a Musa, it's a careful Ebusa. I've seen Minia Penny, Manasi, Azuri, or no, and also the response of the Mampeni say, or you're disappointed in the response of Mampeni at the Ebaye, Erastus, sorry, don't call.
Ezra
on the issue of the fight against illegal miners seen on also the post. A bit disappointed in the president
Ezra
of the Republic.
94.1 FM.
On also Nidia Odebaye, Yansu Yatsnaha, the legend, Akaya dear, feel a bit disappointed in some of the issues. And I pay, maybe no dim Yunupe Honkomo. Me Yunupe Honkomo. The first one on Penny Kaya, the person, MC Harvey is ready. The come and the issue of rent. Over the years, or months, but now you can say Ghana and Yafosa Ghana ni baya Juma betria na kabo some. But so high dying in fear you know. On to me say we can fear you know some fantia danka. Because ne Ghana do be oya Juma na ketria e was so uba private work government sector kranwa. You will not get more than 40% of workers are Juma or more than 3,000. Bosome, there be 40%. More than 3,000. and the single room crab war and yagro. Na mama minimum of what the question ka ho a. Wa man pani obi busa no say a die boy a den e o man mu. Na e be the den. Ye be ye ne na yensan mo akwaba aha Ezra 94.1 FM Ezra TV. Just a minute past the hour 9 a.m. And in the Ashanti region, I can tell you from the Oforikrom to Mensia North, Mensia South, you come to Subin constituency, then you move to Asqua, you proceed to Bosomtwe, and almost everywhere in the inner Kumasi, Ubiano, a clean up exercise ahead of the biggest funeral ever in our days. And they will be a regional minister, but they can't catch you. Say, or Bosomtwe, say, we are regional hospital, and a CC, Michael Ataho, Emmanuel Frimpong, Monso, our Bemu, Bremai, baby, I do buy him a chrono. I want so so that is what you see now. Not move for any periphone or mo edo a hono nti ne clean up as kase pa adwuma no so o mama na fu ache bo so ngwatwe efu ache pa ndo mo so bedo ache pa ti baby a obi ano adum nyina clean up as ne koso so fa ho hye men trafie nka se o mo wi ana maba ho na enwie na bra beton de nyina fa ho hye ya wada de yes schools any market near closing down yawada ko ba hema be ko ba mu yawada ti yawada de o me bi shop o kumase titi asema me wo adum o kumase yawada o ba no nko school sanso na yawada no anso no enya de se o be bi shop aton ade do bi ato a togu ho tradition to me na kasa no bi ato a togu ho yawada mpie da fie e be ko so bi e be na Ezra ama wa hu ni nyina ebi to me what I say sorry I say to me baby madam we be say akwafia bi utu baby I say to me ho to me ho pa we betimi ya no ho no aso asante kasa o si we ya be ma de ya wada si fom ne hwe ade Prince Adum Bewa a member of the NDC communications team or PA edema the Ajoso MCE and a board member at the Lands Commission Ashanti region. Praise Akwaba.
Ezra 94.1.
Yes, I always envy your position as a board member for Lands Commission.
Yes.
Do you want to be board chairman?
The board chairman is na Asante Achim Domi Abraham.
Oh, okay.
And Ira Sabronu Mahine also na you two for representative for board.
Oh, okay.
And yes, and I said, yeah, Musa said, been in Perifo, Sana, Koya Kunya Namania.
Oh, yeah. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, Konya can see a point. May there be a Medamasi, and this is Swabwan. Because Senior NDC and a quite different political party, Abia, Mimimu, MPP. Say, Bianca may mean co 60 to 70 years and came from a border.
Yeah,
but by NDC Mudia, and this need believe we say the youth, you know, they are coming to be the leaders. In say way NDC, who NDC now your youth. Now, opposite, I would join a political party no more. Now do a cheer. You have to be so ultimately you will be a bit me some penny for. Now some penny for we are, why you be a obedient no cray. Now we some penny for.
Yeah.
We are waiting to cray.
Yeah.
We are resource oriented.
Okay.
And no mammy and son. And then they push me.
Yeah. But me bad just so na me chama koja me kura na me who say we are active assembly wa. I could see say you are working. Yeah. But Lands Commission there's an issue with Krofrom.
Okay.
I think say developer B say na say e wo kro from ho amount for so person develop so how ko bubu agu ma a whole lot of issues mobile no make sure say mobile the right thing.
There was a mapping division
okay
and they said they okay no say if the facts are correct meet me at the survey and mapping unit
okay
no map according to land commission no this one we only be say encroachment we be say one there and so we do so agro and at time now so no here na there back we then can share that thing there.
That is what you are hearing.
If say one in cartel will be there any problem cry
say kumasi ade ama na ye dream pa kumasi ane say anasa sentimental ni say so okra wo asase na ebia onye developer so na fitani ebesre ekotena so a kra say mara no kwa chesa I think 10 years 12 years after 12 years no wa me ehwe asase ne so a asase ne be ye sankrofo ne dia wo
eno no ye aban mlem but oba ye na nanom so enkrata asem ni ade kra na e bi wa 2 years kra de mo ye so ye bibi wo so
yeah
so ye bibi wo so de be ya na nanom be unsa asase no de ma no ni je ho after 2 years no ntime ni bibi a wo so de a it means we ni je ho and a new law no so aba no so no said de o kan na wo de wasase komu obi tena so ma me
yeah
na e bia won sidan temporary project bi ana se fita ana bibi sa workshop bi that's after 12 years no ntime an kan bibi it means say when in just as no the thing is you don't have any interest in the land again
so bi won so aho e bi o feel say okay mo ye jodifo bi ko kom kokosere wo e bi a menye ready na won jodifo bi kwa me be stores indi me mama mo si temporary structure bi wo so me ready ma ba jima ade afi developer na the landowner no be ready so abaje na ade no akoye man so
on say land commission there be can say we need to have a proper documentation concerning any land
okay
nti said the okay no emran say e be 12 years so obeye krata between one parties no no man panifo ade almost so ensasha say between the balance commission between my krata ama ya permit bi no say bia obi e bibi e wo say said the okay ya but the whole thing is say we obi a say them can we obi a like in krata hu hia wo because ekoba sa na se krata bia ni so a
and na be yasem but if you have your document there
me masasi ni na me dem minua Mike and then the garages omon transfer e bia 5 years aye ho krata ato e bia nananom asan bi commission so asan bi adansefo abam so mpanifo bia se bia wo omumu gide so metimi aboa wo in terms of say obi person or ne otweman so bia omugina abam wi a the two parties no agreement awie no obi a wo ne copies so that all the various places am bobodin no nti se ko ba se time na so na obajiwa de a se ni kan span kwaka so wompene a other parties and as a commission you know who insist say
you said not the man
yes
I understand say this developer otu omokra najo because it has been very difficult for yes intino akwaya najo won say bebre the mayor so onyawe jabare so onyawe but there are a whole lot of issues surrounding
Crow from right
yes
Crow from Eka KM ho
yeah Crow from KM
so the representative of the commission you know
yeah
of the representative of the board no
yeah
you rabachem for
okay
one
secretary
yes one representative Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly
land commission board
and who will be the best person to go to the field
okay
and solve the problem
okay may I say Dr. Boache Dankwa habitual latecomer a lecturer Amstead and a staunch member Edema Kennedy Japan's campaign. Dog Akwaba.
Yeah,
we are boko there.
Me ho ye na so e.
Nyame Eddie Acheye pa. Kennedy to na kwasai. Me sha sim free.
Oh, it's been very fantastic. In fact, near me koyi. Your response the way delegates responded, you know, for delegates kasa the way almost responded to us. Yeah, who said there's hope. Definitely there will be a hope at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, shall say everyone. I mean, not MPP delegate for us. O my munina the way response and yeah, which is enthusiasm on what they might. I just say MPP will hope in 2020.
Are they truly delegates?
Yes,
because I know permanent
meeting delegates.
Many Kojosa Fakasa and Kojosa Fapoku say, Bawumia appreciate Zongo votes. And if you compare previous elections, performance of NPP in Zongo communities, any Muslim communities, no, Bawumia seems to be appreciating, and so NPP seems to be improving in those areas. Why then do you want to change Baumia.
But it's not the Zongo appreciation in the Zongo vote that should be a determiner of MPP's presidential candidate.
So already no more baby more what I can sector no. Do also the web can one. It means
in any case, what can is there are Zongo communities in our country. They are minority tribes. And I think our can tribes are majority. But that is not how we are looking at it. In Ghana, we don't go that way. But what does it? That is not exactly the case. But we are improving 2024 election. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He won only a foot two whenever. After Markins constituency in Kwano.
I don't know.
He lost all the Zongos.
That is not factual.
That was not factual. The figures are there. Figures don't lie.
MC has shown me that
figures don't lie.
But the figures are affordable. Actually, say as one sending those areas in Ano, Oko, maybe to say Tafo, Oko, maybe to say Adanse Krufrum, all these areas. So, Bawumia won 108 Zongo polling stations.
Polling stations.
Police stations.
And how many do we have?
Well, to me, when we figure it there, but he won 108. These are on your screen.
So we can only
Grace House, Zongo 2, Kwabiri East, Ashanti region. Bawumia had 258, as against Mahama 28. So why do you say that he won only one?
He won only one. I feel too. We can only juxtapose this with the ECD, and yet the man with the 2 year. Yet the ECD never told me what I say. You see, a time no time one can be pulley ECD number. Me pulley ECD anybody have a difference. Yes. Say ECD and figures. When the one that did figures have at all. But we are also saying that he won only a few.
Only one. You still insist that Bawumia won only one.
Brah. Now Yanti Kurumha.
Doctor, you are
listen.
A full doctor.
Yes. Listen.
What the politics to China?
Politics.
We are doctor.
Yes.
You were saying insist that Bawumia won only one police station. You are a doctor. What's your university for?
Do
you have your figures right?
I'm saying that we can only juxtapose this with ECDN. Yeah, the ECDN better. And you don't say some of what can you What is one that didn't figures? I cannot trust these figures. I can say that these are hypotheses. What does he? In the ECDN and I can't juxtapose.
But only ECDN.
I want to be ECDN, dear Juma. I've been pulling ECDN. What patch a Caswasi here and here? In Ashanti region, how many seats is NDC war?
NDC or more?
I don't say no more. 7.
Yes. Okay.
NDC was 7.
Yes, please.
When him the constituencies do NDC, Mahama when he was Ashanti region.
Or when you say?
Or when he 9.
Or was 7 MPs.
Or was 7 MPs, but he won 9. Mahama Mumu won 9. What does he? Dr. Bawumud Bawumia Sama working. You need 88 MPs for parliament. At a time, electoral commission declared elections. I'm and yet, Neddy, and it says, I could see the party. Bawumia, when how many constituencies in Ghana? 77. Or when it's 77 constituencies out of 276 constituencies.
The pen drive national move.
What does it? And your pen drive as politics in your honey. Politics, with a political man who what does it? 77 constituencies
out of 200.
Now, in any case, MPP, you need 88. Near 88 MPs there. He didn't win all the 88. He won only 77. Found out. Yeah. Opa, peta, mammy, name pulling easy data.
So, at a point in time, one MPP, Elusu MPs, no. Even Bawumia lost more.
Nanga. Now, when you say MPs in BT Bawumia, 345,000 votes.
This is serious.
MPs, no. Who put 2 MPP or total votes of MPs in Abuma?
Yeah.
Omu BT Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, 345,000. In Sida, in Ghanaian election, in Sida, any time be a election be a presidential candidate in BT MPs in votes. That's Mahama, I think say Mahama ya 396,000. I'm forgetting the Mahama figure. Mahama BT MPs no. 300 something, almost 400,000. BT MPs no. But what did MPP there?
MPC and Nelmo Bawumia performing class in Bawumia.
I'm telling you, some of them, when you put the aggregate total votes in Abuma, no individual, what I say, the total votes of MPs in Ukabuma as a one constituency. Now the Bawumia to Genoa as a one constituency, 600 here, MPs ni twa Bawumia 345,000.
But Kojosa Fopo also speaks to the facts. Say,
what facts?
You have tried Bawumia for once. It's a bit no. Ghana lesson will be no alcohol once when we need that. So other than what someone says, no.
John, one venue is John Mahama. 2012 no one winning.
He was a president before.
He wasn't a president. He was a custodian president.
Yes,
6 months.
A president before.
Abanya one. Ni atone swaba. He was a president, but ni atone swaba. Then ni dia ko ballot paper so. Mark Imano. Then dia ko ballot paper so.
Is it not that the party, no MPP, no are unpopular?
Yes, you know the party is weak. The party is weak, all right, but the candidate too is a factor. Ghanaians have totally rejected Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, and some more can and some when we hear it, it's very distasteful how Ghanaians see him. I have told you, me my kind of platform is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, fine gentleman number one, fine ideas, fine brains, but you don't know why Ghanaians rejected him. Professor Dubai, 1992. Professor Dubai, when you are 31%, you might not be 96 years. You been see that. So why this? You have history to this. 96 years. 96 years. On Peniku 4 by, no be improve on a idiot. Aduba in the end, so Aduba in 31 on Peniku 4 Benya 39% in 96 and went man when call 2000. No, come when 2000 was improving in the 39% and also equal 48%. What does it for second round? That is 48% is the total vote for MPP. Ghana, MPP political party, no, almost strength, even 48%. That is why I always tell you that MPP is the biggest political party in Ghana.
But Sanya Bawumia, why should we be in Japan? Because Ken seems to have that bad image.
He doesn't have bad image. What is bad image? How do you define bad image?
People say, Ken was arrogant.
Why are they arrogant saying?
And even now, I've seen a video a circulator on social media. Second, because a mom family president, people think say if you think I want a president, now the upper president will be.
Amwa, the ocean wasano. Ochianepa. What does it? What could wasn't on president? It was open. Dear Nasa. So we answer, no, was one pen and was in the open. 7 penny forces said Kafra, one penny Mumfati from Pancha. Yaquasan and San Ivy. Was San Ivy. Was in the open. Dear Nasa. We want someone who is a creativity. Someone who is a creative. Someone creative with me creative with who studio and what an or was no, you can do this to improve the studio. A studio, you know what does here? No, what can you say? What does here?
Anything that is Ken?
Yes, this can Japan. We empathy about rhetoric in Ibu. Yanamodiano, what does here? Academic and all yet now, your Casa, your practical man, then entrepreneur. So, there's a university. Remember Amstead? Yeah. About I didn't buy. Yeah, who's a university entrepreneur university? They didn't buy to natures come and speak to the students how they can be one of the finest entrepreneurs to make develop entrepreneurial skill. We need someone like that. We need steel factory, the biggest one, of course, in West Africa. Steel factory, we see. I tell you about Mountain Starch Factory. So that way, biggest gold store in Africa. So we have Ansana plastic factory now. I'm putting almost 400. We need someone. One personal private resources. You know, there we. It's the Ghana of 42 million money there. What buying resources and what control what buying resources. We bet him they expanded. Be mama factories now what he's trying to do. So we work up region by region, be a region or no resources, with particular resources. With natural resources. I think I am funny say, Yen Ashanti region, I did a dria pie, a kikadra. So what I say, ginger. Then we put up ginger factories. And we really is now a woman. We cannot see and China Casapreco factories in here. Almost 600 people. Nipa here, you now see a Timaya, you will do a region be what I say, you call Bono region. Say cashew, no, your cashew. There could be a cashew factory. Where any sir was it northern region? Free, Nyatrak and Tampo. You call him Kaka, waterfall now. wotra waterfall na asase eda wo ko nyina ko sitama na egonja fo dia ko sit VDS ho ewom ko si ketekrache ewom ko si wa wo jaze wo nze gonja fo na wo the largest land in Ghana so sase ne da ho kwa de ne de kan si be develop asase Burkina Faso ye no mo tesere so ye ko fa tomatoes ko fa mako ko fa nyaadoa menkan ye ko fa ne ko di wa de bai wono o tesere so na ye ne eti arable land so eti asase a itimi ye fertile so on ze dumba imi nu adum bai he agric omu hu de omu ye omu hu bia eric opoku ne enu so ba be ye say kom ne ma boy ne boy ne
honorable Idris wase men kan cho say Bawumia will appoint Kennedy Japan as a minister for trade.
So we are one political party. We are one political party. So it's internal contest we are going. Internal contest. We are all one family.
Yeah.
And that is how it is. MPP, we are just will be
should they push Bawumia the next contest? You think the party not to be winning?
Push Bawumia into the
Bawumia will name prime minister.
Prime minister now.
You think it will be difficult for NPP to win?
For what we are hearing now. Because why did they reject him in 2024? What does he say? The 16 regions in Ghana, Dr. Bawumia winning only one. Northeast. You compare with the Kufuor vote.
Okay.
The Kufuor 2020 no. Votes no winya.
Do we need Asante region?
Dabi.
I didn't hear.
Asante region so they almost 600,000. Kufuor do nya 1.7. 1.7 plus. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nya 1.2.
Okay.
What does he? Northeast in Kwano appreciate in the region hono. And so I appreciate about 12,000. Never can vote on. Kufuor 2020 no. 2020 ndi na do nya no. The Bawumia in 2024 about 12,000 never can. That's the Willie region about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
So the rest of the regions,
15 regions, you lost all. You lose soon. Bra, is it not surprising? Minim take MPP in Penifone, so much answer analysis we are. But I know what's almost a moko. We dear Chilisa.
Ezra,
no, Katie Yamoku, baby, or can some Pakukura, we need your account. We speak with data. Tell me, kind of figure. What is it?
Ezra,
There was seven regions in Ghana. 7 regions in Ghana. All the 7 regions in Ghana. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia winning one constituency for our 7 regions anymore.
Ezra 94.1.
Asante region. NDC had 7 regions. 7 MPs. 7 MPs. Ndinke ya heard say be 7 constituencies in Nkomba winning. By mum John Mahama winning 9 rather. Yes 7.
Ezra 94.1 FM Ezra TV. Dr. Boachi Dankwa, a lecturer Amstead. And of course, a member of Kennedy Japan's campaign team. Me as I research, I think I have to. My memory, I do. So we don't count what's in being. Come on, we didn't find one can be encounter. And one can be asked. Yes, you can do it. And now, opposite to what you tell me. Well, met to I mean, a party in Pennyfooling na radio guest two snatus and juice na kwesi of Tucson with her. And you were Chief Julius Debra, former chief of staff. And a party in Pennyformal region in Abudu Major Swap. In your Bawading na the Conjure Santi MC in Simifa and Chaka Sepa more tea for an age to making. The last time, the last time I saw her. Distributing fertilizers. Yes. Na washing tuntum. Now no ejina ho hwe fertilizer no we dey dey go dey call. I said that is proactiveness. Me who the somebody na. Who the somebody me say hey dickness na the title. The entire tuntum no o maame afrum kaka. I'm aduma 24 so 24 year na be 1 week was twen. Okay. Just 34 says so no so me jam here. Na say na o kana uni about the oya adwuma. Self fertilizer or buy fertilizer wa cham yenso. Okay. Anytime bia no acha my mind for
central government or local
from central government. Ti no obo no modern pa na nse so akwan a akam ngina we community engagement no drip no so ye de be ya adwuma. Once drip no ya no mo de ba ya kromo ntu afa nya adwuma. But NDC de ye no ye de be ya adwuma ma Ghana fo na ngunu se aban ajapade ye de so mo mind for. Ye fan some party for.
Se ma ko ni bibi. Enti amen quality me no adum kakra. Ka che ne say politics. Politics and yatamfo. Nti o kan ya men kan ya no.
Oh, doctor.
Yenya tamfo. But you can yata, but minute yenya tamfo.
Oh, David.
Political ideas na me different.
But you are baby or bebu mine. Okay. Nation builder. And you are baby so nation reckless or about me.
But then can ya mo nation reckless.
Ya no party no there. Ya no party no. Yen wanu man people. Omo there. So the American also doctor person make asa o. Doctor and president was starting you.
David do me go dem ntesa me dey.
Enti my main start wo baby adopted you na MPP for you make ka be 2 minutes baby na mato aso say you know here me media encounter here me pa this time na NDC for no be boy hu dawro dan say dey focus on MPP for no na MPP for ne Kennedy campaign team na minimum bra champion so nipa no so beba na mo question be the mom okay say no nipa be say numa na say nan o mokopra akonya minia we are near the sense aba Brachampo sense aba. Kennedy sense aba. Okay. Yura Bamud Bamia sense so aba. Okay. Na so mu nyina to oman no mra. Na mebisa obi a wato oman mra, wotimi di oman akonya so.
Ezra
94.1. 40 something sense including all of the aspirants no. Obi a to oman mra. Sen oman omadi bone. Sen.
Ezra
94.1. Brachampo de na opese man hotel no na do na person de ma bra champion kwa bone so we so Canada Japan party ni mu contracting na won de ma no so wie no we yi katia ni wa de black party na no say ka we Dr. Mahunu ba bia so ho party no opo mo party no o ma boa party na ye party ni pa na nansi akora me ko e contest ko tua sei munia says kan mu tuatua ni na no munya no
asan de obi anso meka nisika ya
obi anso meka se nisika ya
na munya
ebi na kofia palu akwaje contract akwa ni jail no
amunya yu
ko yi no
timu abem do we ska no
enti na tennis and crowd up my master when come start to ha the tennis MPP party a ema sabi asantemam unim ade bakwa na ye me ya pa so ye baburu na odi MPP achi a lecture mo de unse omo do mo mpani fie so omo de bia ye ba no omo nim de ba besi achi ba so ye MPP ni na ta santimam na o hese aban ba so MPP ba so 2012 up to 2024 now we say ye wo that time ye wo best 46 or 44 seats na sam panifo we nyina ntimi anya adwuma champion ne Ashanti region ama Ashanti region project ya anya ama Excellency John Dramani mama sabi aban kwa no yeto a NDC for dodo se ne nya bidie na dodo se ne nya ama ye impuntu e ba Asantemam nyina no eye NDC dia si ye wie Krofro market ayi so am run about ayi amuja to won ba bi esese ye dia nu ye wie Krofro ye wie so am run about ne ye ko wie afaridi a MPP no Ashanti region e be strong but enhodu dem pese ma wo se me nu agimi nso aba dem pese MPP for no me no ti ase e be strong but enhodu say ye ka say unim sane ye seat ne ye miensa pe ase say adudwama afano southeast ho na sabi me to bia me ho ne ye wo me won si asaji seat na ka ho margin omudi wi ni that seat no 2020 no na 1000 and over iba ye be wi ni ye no ye wi no close to 3000. So what tells you say the seat will come back to you. Na hwe mpuntu nyuma ni mpuntu a Your Excellency John Dramani mama odi agu akwam. Enti misre MPP for aya mo betrasia analysis doctor we eye pa.
Na me kwa me ho adwere me.
Eye pa.
Say ba omi anwi ni only one region.
That doctor cry the so.
Ashanti region kwa ba omi lusu.
That be na dia no nya no ha. Wo de kan we vote nya no Ashanti region na bom. Na hwe say 7 regions na o ma nya city kura no. Ukaka other regions now munya sayini na boma
4 regions are any seat there 4 about 7 in them see there 7 constituencies 7 regions
make our regions na muni seat no say 4 now here a number of vote we nya na Ashanti region
upper west upper east with voter
we the number of we the
parliamentary seat in the presidential
and before no mama nka say me kwa na mba it is how share vote we nya na Ashanti region now here vote wa ono no ankasa Excellency the Mahmoud Bamye wonya no ono no ankasa no regime mpokura na e na enkyere se Asantefo no sabi about what is Asantini bi ya me metie yi me ya Asantini me papa no me de pure Asanti enso masesa ma adwen me no mabusuafo nyina ye ko 2028 January election no enye se sabi Asante me be te se sabi ha de sabi ye wo ya tumo dabi dynamics na se sa bla oba josu ana o maame uni abade kan jara santi o che fertilizer no say ka say NDC for nkwa na emeje they say ajoso man nyina but MPP for so they say bi nya atwom ene say bi pesami nkumi nya me nko ama de enti no on party ne begu na excellency John Dramani mama said the Osibu man MPP ye come achi no
so media encounter mama Jimmy Akwaba na afi memra ho na ye me hwe we ene mo na mama ntem so anytime bi ambenya bia no that is enough Jimmy Akwaba boko de anopa me ne Kojo Safa Poku akasa and we responded to Brother Champon's allegation of Zongo community about Mia and Winnie. I think Nsafwa was able to provide them provided us as more as 108. Jimmy, read my lips. 108 Baumia won. In all these Zongo police stations. Have a lecturer here. Lecturer university student. Also catch us at the still now one. Brian campaign. Most of you to me about Mianya 1 pay.
Mami na wase. You see, unza wo hwe ade na da fidie no so a mu TV station Ezra TV a obi ehwe bi na. Ye free bibi say wo churu book.
Ezra 94.1.
The introduction of the book no nko an. So bi a oye on say them packing kind. So person baking kan book no nya no ready introduction na abstract na. Yeah, abstract na ye bo bibia tofa. E wo hono. Indeed, your own packing kind already that aspect in Kwana to me an overview. It might not be an outright overview, but ubit me anya at a trimupo. I the true woman. Oh, yeah, a dear document here that with video here. Obi who said he wanted to attack Honorable Brandy Champion. And then
no, not or responding to Brandy Champion, not to attack Brandy Champion.
Oh no, the first
in recent days, it's been widely reported on social media that Dr. Baumia failed to win the Zongos and Northern vote as promised during his campaign.
Very good.
In a viral video on TikTok, Honorable Brian Champon is heard saying that Dr. Baumia only won one Zongo in Winneba in the Efutu constituency. In this instance, he was referring to a polling station in a Futu Muslim mosque, Abasab Saraba. And then he provided DMB and JDM.
Okay. So they are deaf, so you see, Nukru Munyan say, you can't the you
5 minutes per.
So you can't abatua, you were presidential. And you were parliamentary.
Okay.
MPP, you call for the presidential election in the 276 constituencies. MPP, you also call for the parliamentary election and with 276 constituencies. Yet to about 2024 year. Now in the presidential election within the 276 constituencies. Now you are Mahmoud Baumia. I win 77 constituencies.
94.1.
You back the parliamentary election now. You back parliamentary election now. Okay. Now MPP are winning 88. You make out here say, so who to about people and your team you know the man. Bako a president the team that's all. And a Bako MP are standing.
The amount for no MPs, no MPs, no crime more saying Dr. Baumia as president.
Perfect.
That was what happened.
Yes, that was the easy for website. Okay, man, and that we got the Yamin America. Electoral Commission for website that all. What you say? In Tiasama, you are Brandy Champion. You know, we see her. There are some people yeah, only create confusion within the internal politics. We have response here. Could you put the better abontia or no? Time you are Brandy Champion. Kasano. Now we knew. He only had an excerpt of Asamokai or Baboncha Biyano.
You shouldn't
be
always there before you can respond.
No, wait. Tama, you are Brandy Champion Kasam. I was there. Let me tell you.
94.1.
Asama no can I say. Oh no. Now on ye na against Obabe pray flag bearers. Because you are Mahmoud Baumia, Emma Omunya Ntiasiese. Or did the Zongo vote in Northern votes in the Ebeba? But on no one say, and ye Mahmoud Baumia, and ye inform so. He's a victim of what? circumstance. Oshe baby nya 00 ni ade na. Eye because say ebi ono oye mampusi ni nti no. Kusasifo no decided not to vote for him. Even polling station officers omo hwa abato no so wo baby yeto abadema MPP anas yeto aba no kran, they did not vote.
Sankrofo no sa prime minister metu bia na.
Omo nyina betu bi.
They gave Baumia 100% in their prime minister.
I don't think I make us say asema you Brian the champion now what can say? He believes say it is time MPP yinya a flag bearer. I will bet me a boy am win power. But with all these things put together, okay, there is say 2024. Yet now no ebisa ya hu say going into 2028 no. E bet me a base yebisa koto ababie mama MPP party no enya 00 dia. And ye won't be here say ye be pobia ye didn't be qua the Kusasis, the Mamprusis, and all the tribes no ebit me the agenda too.
Okay.
So and the only person you and penifo be on ma omoti yen. That very person and some oka yin no. Okay.
So
the
clearly shows maintain the fact say Baumia won only one Zongo police station.
The conversation are not or not having. Okay. Yewo Zongo constituencies. You're
talking about polling stations.
And I make us a futuna. You're a brand making reference to. Okay. It's a Zongo, a Muslim constituency, Muslim dominated constituency. Or so check o check it meba o check statistics na meba mami le na obi a o
no
maybe you see here maybe it's just 30 seconds but see we hear the 2024 presidential results now in 7 regions Olusu wenya one win in any constituency team you your polling station and your constituency what you say into 276 constituencies now you can want them. In 7 regions, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia I ran a single constituency and your polling station. And your polling station, you can't subin, you can't share so, you can't quadra so many not mention South. These are constituencies. And now, unsa Uba Santa Regina. Now, Upe baby a zongo for Pana. Mike, Aya Aswasi. Ubet me baby to say, if you see na baby, those areas now. Union Muslimi for our more dorsum. You bet me classify as what? A Zongo constituency. And just some you are Brian or Kenyan say. The fact on the table in 7 regions, Dr. Mahmoud Welmi, I ran one Western North, one ran a single constituency, Volta region, Bono East, Oti, Savannah, Upper West, Upper East. Not even a single constituency was won by Ira Mahmoud Baumia. And then in regions are winning just one constituency. In the Bono region, no, or winning 1 city per Doma East. In the Alfo region, or winning 1 city per a turn on off. Baby, you're winning two constituencies. Central region, or winning a foot 2, and then Himai Lower Dentra. Baby, you're winning 3.
Okay, Jimmy Medasi.
3 constituencies, no?
Jimmy Medasi. MC amon correcting the mama why on your chum or Jimmy Boachiansa. Jimmy Boachiansa.
The emergency bin
Eric so emergency or sign a cop. I mean ready way now Doctor I'm ready way Inusa said 80 or say good morning Sir Mike, please let the doctor show you this his data so you can project it on the screen like you did for DMB team for all Ghanaians to see, please. Secondly, can he, the doctor in your studio, discuss what the Honorable Ken can do instead of attacking Baumia? The NPP lost Asin Central to a Muslim candidate of the NDC. Is he telling us that the people in Asin Central have now fallen in love with Muslim candidates? Talk is indeed cheap and pa. I challenge you to let the gentleman produce data as an academician that we know him to be instead of just the oral data being spelled out now. Country project, okay. So, doctor, I think people are not happy. Inusa is not happy. Say, data my. So, and that time, I promise my listeners and my viewers say, on next week, Dr. Bantem, my man full 40 minutes. On my the evidence of all these are Okanwasem. Now,
he's even my student, so I'll give him a assignment.
He's your student,
yes,
okay. So
I'll give him a assignment.
Okay, yes. I like that. I like that. Yes.
Check.
So you need Mahama Honko Accra, the media encounter.
That you done me person me tia sim before. The Zongo Adina na work.
Yes.
Aswansi here 2016. Anadunya 2016 anadunya
94.1.
926 votes.
Okay.
2016. But fast forward 2020, and I do appreciate equal 35,000. 214.
Okay. Let's say about 3,000.
3,000 votes. Then fast forward 2024, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at about 26,000. 26,430.
Is that the figure you have?
The figure, yes.
Easy. Check it.
Easy.
We come in for back.
Commission figure.
In 2008, Patricia PJ, Estande MP Wasawasi. Figure Unyaya. As a dose will be seen figure about Unyanya in 2024. Hey. Check it.
Check it. Bobia Samodi Kabekayo was say selling Dr. Bawumia in Islamic communities like selling a pig meat. Bobia Samabeka was so more Moka. Bobia Samodi Kabeka.
This information goes
to Papa. Said you will talk
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Aswase Central Mosque. The biggest mosque in Ashanti region. Says Aswase. Yeah, in Chenya. No one obey rehabilitation. We paint obey windows in shuttles. We painting in every year. Or in your police station back open who? Police stations, you lost all.
I was Central.
Maybe I will post it. Data no. Thousand as you want me about. I will bring the data here. Put them on Saturday and I'm going to work on it this week. May exams in the pressure on Mr.
Edum.
Boss,
I'm even surprised.
Look at the Canadian commodity and monkey kankwa.
Not a one hour. Where public data? If I do public data, where easy sites.
Okay, so it sounds so I think that do the check for me. In as one say, Nana vote any Bawumia vote. A drop way and I say increase here. Let's do that analysis. But Mintio on Mahama meet the media.
Mira Wadaruma. Mamin say Mada Jena Kadina. Mira Mahama. Miti press no. Na Yura Mahama miti press no. Un say we na we ni the first encounter. Intino. And no me bia sabi. Na o tinche no. O ka so obeya oba ya wa ye ni nyina no. Wa the two media no manim. Na nka me kura minim se nke na mo be kura nka mo ngina mo ba mo ama mo ngina mo de sa listening na beto so na de dikan no yewura e kasafa de dikan no kasafa corruption ho se wo hwe o man ni mu a ade a ye kata hyehyɛ ene proye eno pa na Ghana fo gina so titiriw a o mo de to aba etia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e wo 2016 that na bi ka na Mahama wa yesei mini aji mi kura de mini ko hye ba bia na ne kasa no waka ntina mam kura mintimi nkasa bi na fast forward no na Ghana fo nya gidi o na Akufo Addo say yentu aba ma Akufo Addo na se wono de enim se oba o keta hye ne project de papa no untimi fa na nkofo na fichiri because na de dodo na ya kan se papa no kura de won de wanya ne sika awie na se na ntisa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e bi de akonya ne mu se ekwanya MPP for fa so o mu scheme ye Emma omuwie omansika enkrofo di omansika nyafu no ebi ne baako akonta mani ayi untumi ne Exim Bank issue minia Ghana ni awutie me maami akoso onko asamle woti uja ho untumi akwaji America sika abunabunu $10 million asika asabi de begu Moses Sports Stadium ni asese a enko ho no untumi so de kodua buru ama sika no aburu a wanua sika ama na odua bro na nka se nke beda ne ka.
I know said there was a natural disaster.
Na
I affected the farm.
Enti mebo wadaroma. Putin free Ukraine e be to bomb to ntumi eburu fu
so to atwifa onyi.
Enso selling na.
And nye wuntumi nko a that time so there were a lot of farmers omo ha.
So sum kontompo fidia eje eja wado ebi na yi wuntumi no. Na oman sika no sabi obefiaba enya no nko a saa ayi na po bedi so a saa to mko mikrom ahiro mu a mathematical set no 15 Ghana cedi no na po di ma minus 75 Ghana cedi yewura mahama se saa asem no so ye hwehwem ni ahwehwem akosi ase na saa na po no de sabi so excuse my language na po de menua on se ofa ho kude ena okohia yokofo no etie no no kra be kan se yokofo kra fra no obi ante na se yokofo e mo fra ni na no se na posika odi wo mathematical set no sika odi ya
no it has not been
no
you
don't talk about
it you can say the information enya na say be sika say ne kum ba woni ye o hwemu wie na se ko daddy say Napo ne hu so one will you be here the same people listening to us this morning no would they be listening to get the information that Napo and now so let's refine the way we communicate to at least because the platform is very big men per se we are not
here to do that
good so
what we are here to do is say
Napo niska
I retract my that's good. But Napo asema for Napo said sabi na ka opese opa kwan bi so anase kwan bi so no sikasem hwehwemu bi afa no ho and dey one
why do you
read rasa can say Ghana for Madaroma gold board no de buy no de buy so de behwe oman no agudie nyina so
gold board ye
obuy no so na de behwe oman agudie no so no ye hu se emfaso de wo so last week ya yewura sami jamfi ebe kan say oman no Madaroma gold board na wahwe wa regulate omo no hyehyeye as say no beto gold a beto no license person ho company ho ama bibia kwakama no oman no last a year oba ya export to gold nko $6.3 billion necessary skawi se skawi se mu fampo ebe oman no dia me nua se bebo oman no eno na chi no yewura sa ka bibi for security ho
MC abon commercial break.
Oye yewura na adwen say security
on TV we are going on commercial.
Obe retooling security services no. Ano so kan wasem. Say ye hwe security services na. Ye hia say ye be de be retooling omo. Aba bia bia oye. Eno de say do tan ko do be na America na do ba na de oye ma mo so be mo cars. Cars de na do mo bi pa. But
relax as do do no na abedwem na so anamu
if I say a tear of my penny can on a dime, I'm penny, got my penny in response to a dime and boy at
Ezra 94.1
Ezra FM.
The microphone to ask it. The biggest expenditure in any Ghanaian's budget is rent. And even though we have laws, enforcing them has been difficult. The rent law says that a landlord cannot charge more than 6 months. But the problem in enforcing the law is the connivance of the tenant and the landlord. The tenant won't come and report that they are charging him 1 year's rent advance because he wants the room. And so that has been the problem. And the problem is because our population is growing beyond our housing capacity. So the competition for accommodation and housing is very strong. And that is why we must expand our housing coverage. And I remember in our manifesto, we have a pledge to expand housing. And in the next budget, we're going to make provision for that. I've already had a discussion with some of the associations, the organized labor associations. Some of them have funds that are sitting in their accounts. And they have members who want houses. So what I've said is government will match their funds. And so if they give 1 billion cedis, we will give 1 billion cedis. And then one of the banks, Republic Bank, has said that they are willing to also match with 1 billion cedis. So if we get a 3 billion cedi fund, we can start building houses in all the districts. And as people pay their down payments, it will go back.
Why? Almost yes, and Juma. What the Abba? What the Juma ran also swaba? Adwumawura na chi no so no what the 10 billion big push and that when you to you kwan say you recopa on to many 10 billion oh me no akoko kitenkete dey somebody kan ka dey say akoko kitenkete na president so dey ma ame ayen no sabi enkoko no ne nketua pa mu no dey e dey say nya omo wo into poultry production no omo tima ya ma na du stage a yɛbɛtumi de ama afiefufoɔ no sɛ mu amia kakra nti nyame adoma next month ya president yɛ pa akokɔ nketenkete ho ntoma a ɛnura akyi publication amenya yɛ koraa ne sɛ national service wɔ ɔmo project bi wɔ akra hɔ bɛ ɛhɔ no koraa na ɛbɛyɛ nkokɔ nketenkete no yɛbɛyɛ hub kɛseɛ bi a sɛbi nkokɔ no a yɛyɛ no yɛde bɛkɔ a yɛbɛyɛ ho adwuma yɛbɛtɔ amatimamfo nti nkokɔ nketenkete no next month yɛwura ɔpa wo ntoma ama obiara hu bi wɔ na fiefiem sɛ nkokɔ nketenkete project no aba bɛdan di.
Thank you. 9 minutes to strike the hour, 10 a.m. here on Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. Midin is Mike. And of course, Jimmy Ewaha, Dr. Waha, NFA Dumwaha. Jimmy, Mama, 3 minutes now if you Dr. Fadiakano.
Yes.
Mahama, dear, any other way.
Yeah, any other media that they necessary. Enra ambulance in say the fire reform. Na 700 parcels and 473 wrappers of suspected canopy we pa and ye lodu ambulance him. And a round ye didn't moon ye the ye deco ujina kwa what you was a patient in a heading at them any 3 news.
But I don't any can say ye more knock for a basso.
So more
because Ebia na eberebi atwam kura no na hwenhwenhwen na bibi obi ehu because me I'm surprised and my me commend me nua penny lawyer Chum very good deputy director general and then the team
very good
now we seems we are resting drag
the 3 minutes na
way for than Ebia previously because so now na yechi wo mo more pa because not me say now the actual more what is happening
say Mike
yes
but on say
measures Ezra 94.1
yeah no so nya botani so akasa bi why ka dey the ekanyina ne say there is 2 angles and I said there are 2 sides of the coin
okay
enema mienu either say previous government address no na wo mu disa edwade wi no na omu free say abandon say they are too okwemo in terms of visibility any road checks ne sa niam e wo soro nti they will not go ahead and do it aban we betra so enya na enko hu anwa ka na elodu kokin
but they are arresting them do
issues about alleged aircraft ABC Ghana for a couple of days you see tiny pie wo wiem e ma e be ye hu adwuma baby free ba na san ko ye wa bra mbechem chenji tie wo Ghana and sansan all these issues no and still Ghana has become a center for drug trafficking and all these things and red ne say no yam ranti nunu nyina to see ati ama to see no ye bi hu bibi enye my member press conference no so
Ezra 94.1
na man for free senga sa press conference we den kampani de baginidi we na chisa dem atonsuom na unze usuade na uto atechemu a ubetumi ato atechemu na wankasa usimbe na bi ade ne si uti so we de mampani ato atechemu ama enema na si ntunu so nyina so ato atechemu bi asema Ghana for bisa won say and I will talk about 2 main issues
no time now so
mampani wa failing woefully on the fight against galamsey because muankasa ne kunkum ekoso all the money is in the president or so won't be because muna mo campaign ye nim se mo ka kire mo ye minus ne say so mo to aba ne se mo ma ban ba mo be ja o ma mo matu nti jama metu no o mo fi se ne ekoso obi etu secondly
why do you say the ekoso galam say yes no company say won't be that's unfortunate
president in campaign amoye including the president himself. I see a to Obama na the following day no betina kunya no so a galam say issue bia ubi
Dr. Obi
Ghana we
I don't know what to say
Jamaica what you say ente buan kwaku buan there are a lot of videos honorable Koku Jetwam even the current natural resource minister time of previous government etia kunya so no yenim sema mo kan ye o ti ase yenim e kan wo bi na ene obi afri say obetimi aye de opre me dey see on the second one no, about one had to do with the galam saying about you see obi didi na temti no say nipa no yenche no na wa obi wa no a obekasa ti obi a no se bi o ye bepe kwan be fa so ye be chew na mampani na emu time wa bra mampani Kufuor de kunya so no catch and say Achim Sakawa boys, referring to the president and the people around him as boys. Me for Sakawa no cry. These were the things I would throw on social media, your own handles. As a former president, as a statesman, who trust and same way now. In baby I believe say the also Canada waka, but Ghana forces no. Ebo bon contempo. This is a short memory now kind of will be. Ya kind some more kind.
May I say, doctor.
Yeah.
Family.
Mike, me da say.
So case o man penisa won video one send they don't case one retract.
Yeah, what's one penny then?
What's the mo galamse you know one penny ensa won bi.
See, mo campaign no, mo catch some ba, mo be jam mo.
Yeah, na ya contextual meaning. You can't English. O mo be contextual meaning. Ya na kan force be choose penny we tena fie man kora we nan kan. E kan nan kan before.
O kan ho bi.
The tie ni say nyame boa
me dem na nya contextual meaning.
O adum me ntwa. Nyame boa adwada ene ye start oba penny asante hima.
Yeah.
Ne kwan kwaja no.
Yeah.
Kora
.ye
no. Yeah, start .ye no. Nti me ma asantema nyina ya akọ na maka to bi nse obi a me nhwe ho yi asantema ye ni amamre bia eye bone bani pa bone fo
okay
nti obi a nhwe ne ho yi ye de mara ba se amebo am se yawada ba tiri ukrok obi a hye ne fi mu obi a nya asodin ni pa bone fo te ba bi bone adi na o de gu asantema ni mu ase ye se ye makwan di ye ka se ye nua ne mu amotia ye ni anka se ye kuromfo asantefo eni ye nua ne mu ase be mfiri omo other regions abeka ye ho no mu obi a nya asodin ebu sa amamre so asantema de is the asante region is the only region ya ye wo one kasa ba ko a ohene ba ko ne di so eni otumfo ndi wo kasa anu fast forward minua wo mampani mahama ebe ye press conference engagement with the media. Yes, me say adie we on penny dada kofo na de buy yo oba 2000 so no we de buy na just what ton aban ne ma waye no e kire timemfo ana Ghana fo on penny mahama de no obeye no o kan bibi fa galamse no on penny mahama wati no man penny mahama na pontis no nipa na hye na se no from the assembly man for a report to information come DC for DC the call regional regional minister ho regional minister also reporting to sector minister omon kan kran kire papa no omon kan kran kire papa no mahama omon bani mahama wo hu de ekoso because eniema eni yes joy news uncover massive excavator imports into Ghana with late night clearance at the time airport yina na jo excavator na jo no de ba night clearance joy news um chat so mo mu
o pani chire
bibia no obecha me ate e no obi azu wenchire mu obi a wenchire mu
asa o ka de no kre bia
what does here ye kan sa na obi a wenchire mu na minu edum ba we ka bi se minu edum joy news de be da ye minu edum ba we ka bi se 8 months e de am aban ntimi enye bi on pani akufa do better na 2017 the 5th month may no mo tatete mo attack no may when you 5 months na mo tatete mo attack no and on pani akufa do be can say he is ready to put his job on the line to defend the galamsey 5 months may no can say same way mo di 8 months kula de na sabe ya say ayi no e kwan na nka wodan a wo se yetene wo ti ase ka wodan dia ene wo se ade ne nye minu on pani mahama no kura wo galamsey ni mu no ni nua ne mo na point is in country because galamsey no think ye can economics and can me define and answer me define economics ya can make say it's increasing at an increasing rate it is increasing at an increasing rate say sana galamsey ne ko galamsey na jinsem na sade me nua Jimmy Kai no NDC for ne edi matintima is we MPP ni we CPP ni we be dey ko wura Ghana forest ni ana wa ko gina ba bi tokrum ba bi obi ko kwa ase wutu galamsey NDC for na ese sika no wo mu nsem na to mu gina so no mo yes ade no but emwa galamsey ni mwa he wo ko galamsey size ni nyina ate sei enie ma ase aginsem ase aginsem nsuo nyina ase ma men ka bibi kakranka
time na
so seconds o alaji sofo azoka asemu any abronya no this is a very local dialect in fact abronya wan kasa yi was start free baby ni pa bi antima am wan anti once we can di ona buka na Japan atem if you want to buy so for penny pa Yanka Williams and is akosia
okay
so far as ka koye bi dia mo de na akosia di ho akotana na ba you call it selective justice
onya no kure
say well birthday we na fi yan sorry MC ama me birthday no me nua baba akopɛ me a me senior brother na yere ɛna edi na woda enne me senior brother yere pa ɛna edi na woda enne MC a mo fan to so me na fi no yan sorry so yes so me nua ba Mrs Ernestina Kunama Dankwa Ernestina Kunama Dankwa wo yere prekope minua agenda tafo NPP Assistant Secretary yere ante Ernestina happy birthday to you or say you've always been the best wife ever nyame shira na onka ho onfa mfiri adumu enkwa adumu my dear happy birthday ukuno say odopa. Right, yeah, sorry, Honorable Krokrin, a very good morning. Yeah, sorry. Now, Afi DJ Goffred, and so Edinum Patwa, so on radio, on TV, we'll be giving you quality movies. Now, Nyame Eya Domwa, and their commentary or across of folk at the comment. You see, my dog has to focus on my Casacra and one of my has to do. Ekotoko. And then the Ombe to Papa so on the Isabia, or meet me and to Kotoko no more match until about 3 commentary about 5 na entertainment show so no abetua so na face sports and so abesaya ba in the evening me doing this mic on behalf of the entire team led by the legend Kofi Asante Enin. It's been a wonderful day. Ruben Nations Atabuadi Michael Atta and the entire team inano and akabomi de jumadi no ebrewo God willing Monday yebeshia na aye eyikese e na santemantem ha Adiama Obahima.ye. Let me show now come home. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.